Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for a big clash of Super Rugby Pacific. Currently 4 versus 5 on the table. Blues taking on the Crusaders. Now, this game should be a very entertaining one. It is taking place in Christchurch. Got George with me.
Hey, everybody.
He's a Crusader supporter, aren't you?
Chill, Daddy. Don't say that. I'm a rugby supporter.
Okay.
In all fairness, do I really care if they lose tonight? Are they still going to make the finals?
Probably.
Yeah, well, Blues can have one, you know?
Okay.
Get on them.
So looking through at the starting lineup for the Crusaders, it will be Joe Moody, Cody Taylor, and Tamaiti Williams as the front row. In fact, what I can do, dear lovely ladies and gentlemen, is I can actually show you.
Sure,
There you go. That is the starting lineup for the Crusaders. Scott Barrett and Quinton Strange as the 4 and the 5. Kristen Leo Willie, Tom Christie, and Cullen Grace at number 8. Mitch Drummond and Richie Moonga adds the 9-10 combo. David Arvelli, Braden Eno. Are you still giggling about Leo Willie?
Leo Willie.
Okay.
Little Willie.
Sit in.
All I'm saying is he was bullied.
I don't think he was. He's a big unit. He probably would have crushed half of them. Then also on the outside, Lester Nuku, Dallas McLeod, and Will Jordan as the back 3. So Will Jordan recently making his return from the last contest, seeming like he's in relatively good form. Hopefully we'll continue it in this game. Looking through the Blues starting lineup, it will be Ofa Tuangafasi once again finds himself starting at number 1 rather than 3. Riccatelli at 2 and Marcel Renata there at number 3. Patrick Tuipolotu and Sam Derry, the locking duo. Adrian Choate at 6. Dalton Publi at 7 and Hoskins at 2-2 at number 8. Finley Christie and Bowden Barrett, the 9-10 combo. Harry Plummer and Rico Ioane, midfield combo that could find themselves quite a bit of success in this game in Christchurch. Moment, Scott Robinson firing up the crowd.
Good man.
Trying to get them.
I like him.
Ready for the contest.
I like him a lot, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Decent. Also, the back 3, Caleb Clark, Mark Hilaire, and Zahn Sullivan. Last man in the starting side. One of the young future. Hi, ladies, says Connor. We, says Brandon there, and it's up at 2:49 a.m. in the USA. So, yeah, you're very committed, Robert. Been up all night, ready for another game of rugby here.
Get on, Robert.
Crusaders at this stage, they were on a bit of a winning streak, but then they have lost 3 throughout the Super Rugby season. They lost to the Chiefs, sorry. Then they beat the Force. Hello to you two. They've also lost to the Fijian Drua. Is the other game. So, yeah, the Crusaders definitely want to get a redemption story going here. Beat the Blues at home and then build their momentum towards maybe a home semi-final, depending on how the rest of the results go. Hello to you two. I'm ready for the big show. My Blues are ready to go, Hamish, and the guy I'm fighting soon, says Padza. Also, morning, Hamish and George, says Joss. Welcome in. Watched it before playing myself. Watching it before playing myself, says Gregor. So, yeah, he's got a game coming up.
Obviously playing with yourself.
I know.
Gregor.
Not quite. You're going to go and look at it and you decided to get to you. Got halfway through and you're like, nope. Too far away.
He's leaving.
He's going to France.
What a stupid thing to do.
Not for him. He's getting paid.
Yeah, but he ain't going to do much.
It's always tricky being a winger when you play in the top 14, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
get enough ball. And when they do, there's not enough running rugby.
Although some of the French sides have started adapting more to that style of running rugby. Someone like a La Rochelle actually finding quite a bit of success. It's going to be now La Rochelle Leinster next weekend, the Champions Cup final. I'm looking forward to that rematch. Yep, Champions Cup final.
Shit.
You've been keeping up with the comp?
No. Leinster's in the final.
Yep, and Leinster have a semi-final fixture later on tonight up against Munster.
So
for the URC.
The URC.
So they're in the Champions Cup final next week, URC semi-final this week.
So who's winning the Gallagher?
At the moment, Saracens are going to be playing the Saints tonight in their semi-final.
So they aren't in the final for the European Champions Cup?
No, they got knocked out quite early.
Oh, did they?
Yep. Patrick Tuipolotu, 6 games so far, 56 post-contact meters. Akira, 100th game. Nice one, brother. He doesn't look like he's in great nick at the moment, Akira Ioane. Looks like, I think he's coming off the bench, but he seems like he's got some sort of injury lurking. Is Bowden Barrett playing for the Blues? So he certainly is starting at number 10. So this game is Richie versus Bowden. A lot of people have been wanting to see this one.
But what is Bowden at 10?
Bowden is at 10.
I don't know about that.
You don't like that?
Let's turn around for a few seconds, please.
Like properly?
That's
you
your
don't,
left.
You don't want to see the back of my head. I know that it's not great at the moment.
I reckon he's a Riz machine now, guys.
I'm not. I am the opposite of a Riz machine.
Push it that way.
What way? The other way?
No, yeah, that way. Yeah.
That way?
Yeah. Push it that way. Yeah, keep going.
No, it doesn't work.
Keep going. You look better. You look
better.
Not
sitting right.
You need to get it to.
Not sitting right.
You need to get it to spot. No, now you look like a. Oh shit! Now you just look like
Riz.
Oh god.
I'm at the TAB to put $500
Bruce
for
Blues
Blues to win.
Oh, forget about your tabs. It's silence.
Silence.
Is that for
Bruce
Scott's
Robinson?
dad?
I don't think so. Related. Crusaders will definitely win this one. Number 10 says, Ethan, and could you announce the teams as Michael Caine? Who's Michael Caine?
You mean someone called Michael Caine does commentary and we want us to talk like him?
And that here at the back says Padsy. Yeah, it's not great. I'll be honest, it's sitting a bit rough, but that's because I sleep hard, you know what I'm saying? And not just in one department. I always make sure I got 2.5 before, or maybe 3 before the first game of sevens that I covered at 7 a.m. And then after that, went back to sleep till about 3:30. So decent enough hours just before you start kicking that. No offense, but I'm going to move that away.
It's not even on, though.
No, we're going to have to get it fired up, aren't we, soon? I can make a lot of jokes, but I won't. No. The joke is the back of my head. Looks like Roger Silvasashek will be holding the tackle bags for the rest of the year, says Marco. Yeah, that's the thing. As the Blues, what do you think when he says, I'm sick of this union stuff, I'd rather play league? Like, do you keep on giving him chances or do you say, no, mate? Well, nice way, yeah.
Well,
the Blues. Geez, that's a physical first breakdown. The Crusaders with a counter ruck, and they end up with the ball. That was physicality tipped right up to the top.
Drawn pass.
Now, Braden Enor in the midfield for the Crusaders. Good low tackle made on him by Tuanga Fussy.
Now the Blues are going to do it.
Now the Blues are. This is going to be a physical game by the looks of it.
I don't want it to be, though, because we're going to end up losing All Blacks.
True.
Oh, I'm going to cry if Richie gets injured or Bowden. You know? It's going to be so shit.
I would hate the debate of who's it going to be between Richie and Bowden. Yeah, but I'd hate for it to end due to one of them being injured.
Yeah, I don't want it to be that, because in a World Cup year, usually you'll have Richie and Bowden will go to France, and then D-Mac will be either with them or he'll be on call back home.
It's a great run from Cullen Grace up on the top side.
At the 2011 World Cup, Stephen Donald had to be brought in. Things can happen, people. People can get injured.
Now, Crusaders on the halfway line to Mighty Williams, the Man Mountain. I don't know if that's actually his nickname or just what I call him.
I hate it, man.
That was a big shot on Will Jordan.
Just got killed.
And he's got head issues as well.
I hate it. I hate watching it. You just feel like someone's going to die.
I feel like your noises throughout this whole live stream is just going to be, there we go. Just one of those. Good chocolate milk, though, isn't it? Now kicked him iron by Leicester.
Sponsor, Puhoyas.
5 meters out from the line. Bowden, not a lot of space. Good boot on that, though. Though he has gone into touch. Not too far out from the Blues. Oh, wow. Touchy's being real harsh there. I thought that went a bit further. Also, congrats to New Zealand Rugby Sevens woman winning the Sevens Rugby Series. My friend Isaac, hopeful, says hi. Hello, Isaac. Is your friend Isaac the same Isaac that we know or different Isaac?
Isaac Hopewell.
True. That's different. Alan Grace off to Leicester. Fine Nuku. Nick Berry almost gets cleaned up in the process. Lupalotu's looking like he's out for blood out there on the park. Now Drummond short ball to Tom Christie.
Look at them.
Going for it.
That ruck full sting. Calm down a little bit, guys.
Scott Barrett getting a neck cruncher there from Sam Derry. Ball available again for the Crusaders.
Calm down.
Tell you what, left-hand side looks good here if they decide to shift it wide. First of all, Christian Leo Willie hits it up and he's dropped the ball there. Ricky Riccatelli, what a clearance.
Useless.
What a clearance.
Crusaders have just been useless.
Ricky Riccatelli's just said, forget Moonga and Barrett, put me at fly half. Look at that kick. An absolute miles for a hooker. Come on, guys. How's that even a question? Come on, guys. It's Richie, says Ethan. Different Isaac, says Ollie. Isaac come on the Blues. Line out throw. Successful from the Crusaders. And Cody Taylor now joins the back of the rolling maul. 3 minutes in, which has already felt like about 10 minutes of the physicality. It's been out on the park. Slowly rolling, though. This is nice. This is a nice slowdown. Also, Michael Caine is the actor. He played Nigel Powers. Don't know who Nigel Powers is either. I know Austin Powers.
Oh, here we go.
Now, nice forward ball. Dallas McLeod. Bowden tried to block it. Richie tries to get onto it, but Clark. I believe that's going to be taken back by Caleb Clark.
Caleb Clark, is he still on all?
Kind of. He's in the running. A nice kick from Riggy Rigadelli. There's Marco.
I remember the year he was like the next big thing.
Ricky.
No. Clark.
Oh, Caleb Clark, yeah.
He was like, whoa, superstar all of a sudden. Now he's kind of not.
Well, the thing is, it was that season where he had that massive run in the Bledisloe. You remember that one? How he broke through about 3 or 4 Wallabies tackles, and everyone was like, this is the guy. He's the next Lomu, was the comment. And as soon as you say that, that normally hurts someone.
That's usually
and we ended up seeing he went to 7th. He decided he wanted to give that a crack, and that put him down the pecking order for the ABs.
It's just stupid. I don't know why you do that.
Well, he thought it was going to be a great chance to get some game time at the Olympics. He didn't play a single minute. He's got a gold medal, I guess, because he was in the squad.
It's chasing the gold medal, though. You're ruining one thing to get another thing, you know?
Sorry, I should say silver medal. Fiji,
that's what 2 of us are sheets trying to do. He's going, I want a World Cup. But now he's like, nah, I'm not going to get it. Stuff this, I'm out. I'm not committed to the Blues.
You know what the funny thing is about his scenario, though? If he had committed with the Kiwis, they got through to the semi-final. So he was that would have been closer than he may have got with the ABs, depending on selection.
Yeah, no.
Christie back across to Clark inside of the 22 now, looking to use that acceleration. Great low tackle made on Scott Barrett. The other problem you've got with Super Rugby, New Zealand team versus New Zealand team, these boys know each other so well. Like Barrett would have tackled Clark hundreds of times in training. You kind of get used to the tactics. You know what they're going to do a little bit. Eh?
In the same room.
Oh.
Or maybe something else. Who knows?
Who knows? What happens on tour stays on tour. Sullivan kicked the ball downfield, looking angry. An Aussie woman dominate the 7s while our sisters locked up. Now they're back. Might be good for a highly physical match to test the guys. International will be physical this year, says Harrison. It is true. A lot of these guys, I mean, All Black selection, you're probably going to see about, I'd say, 10 Crusaders. Probably 10 Blues as well. Nice run from the Crusaders. 40 meters out from the line now. Short ball to Scott Barrett. Now back across. Should have mentioned Sam Whitelock not on the starting side of this match here for the Crusaders. Can't believe that scoreline in the Hurricanes match. Morning, Kiwi lads. George looking cozy on the couch with Hamish. Here's Ruth. Do let us know, ladies and gentlemen. Also, George will be a little bit quieter than me for the microphone, but can you guys hear him better than you could last live stream?
Am I cutting out or not?
We're trying to work out why on the other ones, that's a Crusaders penalty, why sometimes his voice doesn't come through. So we're trying to work that out audio dynamically.
I mean, I've accused Hamish of silencing me,
and
you know, we'll see what happens.
I have to say I've been accused of many things, but it's one of the more dangerous ones, I guess you could say.
95% territory to the Crusaders.
Time in the opposition 22, not a second for the Blues yet. Sup. Says Amelia, welcome in. And some of the shoulders on those sisters, man, geez, they're jacked AF. We need to examine what's in their underpants, as I suspect they're actual men.
No, okay. I was just going to say, in America, state has just made it illegal for that thing that Hamish will silence the hands.
114 matches.
We did not talk about trans people, George.
114 matches, only 4 tries. Joe Moody.
What do you think about the Ukraine war?
I don't know what's happening there.
You should. That's actually made me angry now. You should know what's going on. Everybody should have a really clear insight as to what the hell's going on in Europe.
I only saw like the first day when there was a live stream on YouTube.
Germany
and other than that, I have no
invaded
idea.
that first country. That's what's happening right now.
Okay.
You should be paying attention to this.
Germany playing in the 7s.
Oh, forget about it.
Come on, Blues. My Storm can do it. You can too. And I'm so sorry I overslept this morning. It was so warm in bed. Missed the action early. Crusaders get those bodies over the try line work in half an hour. There's Ruth. It's all good. It's good to see you now. you do have a fun day at work. You're really disappointed that that's almost empty, aren't you? You see, you're shaking it, hoping it would refill magically. That'll do it. Now the Crusaders, they are going to be taking on the 3 points, although it looks like the injury for Joe Moody is just taking a little while. In fact, do you see a kicking tee out there? Is Richie's just holding the ball. I don't think he's got a tee. I think they're kicking for the corner here. Unless something changes. Oh, little orbits, little mini donuts.
Damn.
Get a bit of that in your son. I'm multitasking right now. I've got young Sheldon on the TV and you're on my computer and my dinner in the oven and a can of non-alcoholic beer on my side. I always said that women can multitask. No.
What was that joke the other day?
Oh, it was a bad one that you showed me. We can't.
I can't remember it.
It was about men. No, I can't even know. We're not going to go there.
What was it though?
Oh, it was about the guy he got strangled from jacking off.
Yeah.
Because they can't multitask.
Yeah.
Yep. Joe Moody now going off the field. Is that another World Cup prop gone for the ABs? You love to see it. Hey, did the Blitzbox get the miracle to beat Fiji? They did. They beat them badly in that game. Looks like already Ollie Yaga going to be making his way onto the field. 50th Super Rugby match tonight. Good job. That was me clapping. I should mention. Just couldn't do it with my hands. 7 minutes into this game. Already 1 All Black down. How many are we going to lose by the end of this game, do you think?
Do it now. Get it over and done with.
Yeah. Cody Taylor throws the ball in, claimed by Strange. Now the rolling ball, they decide against it this time. Drummond had a bit of a fumble, which slows down that attack. On forward, Distractor Sports is eating a spring roll, says Novmum. Is he? Is he doing that?
Oh, yeah.
Is he on a live stream with 2 cents from Malaysia, maybe?
China.
Oh.
Simply Asia.
Richie Mwonga goes across to Will Jordan.
Will Jordan.
With the step.
Christ.
Lined up by Dalton Papali'i,
He's so
though.
shit now.
No, that's his first run of the day. Still made meters.
I'm giving you shit, man.
I know you are, yeah.
Talking it, man.
Yeah,
Talking it.
Did you know we actually kind of came color coordinated?
Yeah.
We didn't plan that.
It isn't meant to be white or bluish.
Well, these are kind of white and blue, aren't they?
Yeah, but mine aren't white.
Yes, with 2 cents. I have to leave that 2 cent stream. Too much chewing. The ASMR.
No.
To be fair, ASMR is one of those things that you either love or you hate. Like some people, I personally don't enjoy when someone chomps in my eardrums. Some people are like, yeah, do it to me. Yeah, eat that food inside my ear. Is Macca playing? Macca Springer not in the starting lineup. He might be off the bench, though, if I'm not wrong. Oh, no, sorry. It's actually Jack Goodhue off the bench. So Macca Springer maybe not in this lineup. Nice rolling there from the Crusaders. Go the Saders, says Tangatasi. Hopefully I said that correctly. Now Leicester Whainanuk moves up to the 22 game. Doesn't win by 1 player when the AB or we ABs lose some, win some. Says Spiderbeck. Nice run from Havili. Does lose his footing in the tackle of Ofa Tuangafasi. Now Drummond to the left-hand side. Both sides been very even so far. Throughout the first 9 minutes.
Good. Crusaders aren't really getting very far here.
Tackle from Finley Christie on his opposite number, Drummond. Not too many advantages in the breakdown either, which has been quite good. Will Jordan now having the Pearson run around the side. Tackled by Hoskins Tutu. I'm noticing that. Oh, nice run from Cullen Grace. Finds the offload to Taylor.
That's what they were looking for.
Now moves them to 10 metres out from the line. That's close to offside. By Fatongafasi, and they have gone with that offside advantage to Nick Berry. I should be a referee.
Oh, you should be, mate.
You know what? He goes the way of the Crusaders. I'd actually hate being a referee. Like, I like it in the small, or the young age groups.
What?
Back when we used to play at school, when I was
with the little kiddies play.
But you know what?
Little kiddies are playing.
I prefer when the players who are playing are smaller than me. Just because you read so many stories about amateur rugby refs just getting punched for a bad decision. Gets distracted by Fuller A there as well. And also Sam Whitelock playing bro for the Crusaders. He is not in the starting side. I don't think he's off the bench either. Jordan's back, says Ed. He certainly has Will Jordan back for the Crusaders. Looks like Quinton Strange now has picked up a bit of an eye injury here.
Good on him. Good on him.
Not great for him. I think we're doing a post-match review with Tim today.
Are we?
I forgot, but we are.
Fantastic. Just, crazy Tim.
Crazy
He's a
cat,
wild
Tim.
guy. He's one of the wildest guys I've met.
He knows a fella. His dad knows a guy who had his arm bitten off by a hippo.
What? Oh, what do you mean?
I mean,
I'm sorry, Hamish. When a hippo takes a bit of your body, you ain't just taking off an arm.
Well, it depends if you're reaching.
I don't think they have normal teeth like that.
We've done quite a bit of discussions about hippo.
I'm sensing bullshit.
You're gonna have to ask him about it afterwards.
Because hippos have they have the big ones on the side, but by the time those are in you, you're gone. Like, one of those isn't enough to just sear off. That's not like they've got,
They're actually one of the most dangerous animals alive.
I've seen them. I've seen videos of them.
Yeah. Have you seen a hippo running? That's bloody scary.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say speaking of hippos running, here's to Mighty Williams close to the line.
He's bloody fat shaming people.
He's a great player.
Does that to me all the time.
To Mighty. Now Richie Moonga wide pass to Eno, rush defense on him. By Zan Sullivan, just stays in the field to play for Dallas McLeod. Missed tackle from Clark. Now moving up to 22 meters out.
Clark
going back across to the left-hand side. Great piercing run there from the number 15, Will Jordan.
Oh, no.
I'm actually used to saying number 15, Fergus Burke, lately. And also a rugby fan from across the world, says Leo Francis. Whereabouts are you from, Leo? You let us know. We are covering a URC game later. Oh, Richie going through. Taken down by Finley Christie. How many minutes left, dude? We have still got another 70 minutes left of this contest. So plenty of time. Good low tackle made on David Harvelli. Back across to the left, Ollie Jaeger. His first carry since coming on the field as the replacement for Joe Moody, who has yet again succumbed to another injury.
Really?
Yes, we saw it.
His ankle was snapped in half. He pulled the old Conor McGregor on us.
Your wife is in my DMs. That's what he said, isn't it?
As he's sitting on the ground.
Knock on from the Crusaders. Scrum feed now for the Blues. 10 metres out
from
their own line.
What a bunch of useless twats.
Hamish, tell how dumb wife she can trip over. Then she called me dad. Divorce her, Brandon. That's the best way of dealing with that.
What? Hamish, tell my dumb wife how she can trip. So you're telling me, Brandon, she fell over.
And then she called you
daddy.
Sounds like some.
Marry her.
Sounds like some crazy. He married her. He's married.
Did he trip her up?
Maybe. And what am I watching in 2 cent stream? Don't know.
I'll go and have a look.
We cannot see it. I assume it's good to see that Tony's back in the country, though.
I'll leave funny comments on their stream. We have a collaboration happening, and they don't even know it's happening.
Is it too soon to make the AB's 2023 squad prediction files? Is in a dilemma? I think it's until after Super Rugby. You can't really get away with talking about DVDs. I feel like that's like
stop talking shit.
No, don't put that. Don't put that. Don't do that. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? The Crusaders and the Blues clash. They could have come on the stream afterwards. You should try and organise them to come on this stream.
Come on our stream, bros.
No, come on after the match.
All right.
Oh, you got to fire everyone up like that. Crusaders goes to Cody Taylor. Off to Tom Christie. Now Mitch Drummond goes off to the left-hand side. Mitch Drummond going off to the right-hand side. David Harvelli goes to Richie Moonga. Waikato pass to Christian Leo Willie. But yeah, with so many injuries coming, it means that it's very tricky. Back across. Quinton Strange.
Little players here, Hamish. We've got Amelia's
13 and a half. Ellen Grace, nice carry. They're allowed to watch more than one stream.
No, they're not.
You're allowed to like more than one flavour of ice cream, aren't you?
Janae's donated $169. Hanson's donated $3.41.
You want to go to Auckland, join their stream, you can sit between them if you like. Sam Derry's injured now. Another injury there for the Blues. Our match is 23 for Derry. He scored 6 tries throughout that time. Quite a handy lot to have. Yes, when one of us is on our phone.
Hey, that was fun. That was fun, okay?
We're having a bit of a warm-up there.
We enjoyed it. Who's that guy?
Cameron saw 4.
Saw 4.
Far away from possibly making his way out of the field. I'm on 2 streams at once. There's Amelia there.
So Peds and Blazers too.
Great defense by the Blues. They've been looking strong. Oh, there's something more serious in this? No. I think it was just trying to show the way that Derry got injured. George's wife then say, "Daddy, chill," and feel very uncomfortable, says Brandon. So it sounds like your wife's got daddy issues, Brandon. So I'd keep a close eye on her around your father. Cam Silva was pretty good, all right. They're like, he's a strong player. Ollie Jaeger looks like he's also injured here. So Crusaders have lost 2 tight hip props. That's not very good.
Who else have they got? Oh, who's that?
That's Sam Derry.
He's on an All Black?
Not quite, no.
He's got a hot female medic with him, so it's all good.
Okay.
Who's this?
That looks like that'll actually.
Brazilian.
No, that's all. What's his face? That's number 1 warming up. Can't think of his name at the moment though, but he's realised he might get called into action.
He's just come to the grounds, isn't he?
At number 17.
He was at home watching the game. He's like,
oh
hey, no, hey, where are you?
See, Ollie Jaeger could cover tight hip prop as well. So the Mighty Williams might have to go to 1.
I think they're gonna have to tack on a Blues player.
No, I think they might leave to Mighty Williams at 3 and then put on this other bloke as number 1. They are.
If they win this, they'll go up to 4th, wouldn't they?
If they win this, they go up to 2nd.
So and the Brumbies are just up there.
Brumbies up there in 3rd.
Highlanders. Oh, that's so sad. How the Highlanders
now and back. Says Amelia there.
I would actually love a season where the Highlanders just carved everybody up.
You
know,
it's been a while.
They've had 2 quite bad seasons now. They're the new Blues. You know,
I feel like there's going to be a season where the Western Force do well.
I feel like there's going to be another season where the Highlanders do well.
It's the Mighty Williams, Cullen Grace just behind him. She made me feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable telling you, says Brandon. So you could sit her down and say, "Oi, listen." Hey, listen.
Linda, listen, Linda.
You gotta tell her. You gotta be like, "Oi, I'm not your daddy." You right? Have you met her dad? What's he look like?
Ask him what she like.
The highlight so far from Cullen Grace. He's been busy in this game. It's been looking good for him. Oh, Cully.
Bloke really has to put in a shift to get that All Black spot.
I think the Mighty Williams will make the AB or his AB's debut this year. I think he will, mainly because they've already lost about 3 or 4 other props. So even if he was going to be up there due to the skill, I think he's going to get in there due to the numbers that are lacking as well. The Blues went down to the Crusaders' backyard and flocked them. I hope the Blues can repeat it again tonight.
We are the Chiefs.
Whoa, look at that. Blues have made 71 tackles. Yeah. Crusaders have made 2.
Well, no, I don't actually know if that's accurate because I'm pretty sure they made more than 2.
Hey, Hamish says, Hayden, welcome in, mate. You are doing well.
Official tackles.
Sam Derry, arm injury. He's gone. World Cup dreams, unfortunately. Now they're going to be missing. Manu says, Edward. And I was like, he good. Looking, her mum, F Moff. He's good looking, so she wants to shag her dad. Is that what you're saying, Brandon?
He good looking, her mum, F Moff. So her mum fucked him off?
Maybe. With a moth. Or with a moth. Maybe she dressed up as a moth.
Oh, look at me. I just don't look a moth. It's like, I'm really into that.
Where's the light? It's in my pants.
He's got like a torch down his pants. He's like, come get the light, naughty girl. She's like,
it's a knock on there from the Crusaders in the breakdown. Low score mean both teams are being cautiously assessing each other's strategy. Pretty much, yeah, it's just a slow build up. But the Blues' defense is not broken yet because we haven't seen the Blues attack. We've seen them have to run through 2.
It's just New Zealand rugby defense. It's a run out. It's a grand show of it all.
What happened to Ollie Jaeger? I believe it was a head knock. So now Sykes Martin makes his way out onto the field. Well, they haven't touched the ball.
I think that's his fault.
I like the stat when they were like, Crusaders have made 2 tackles, missed 1. Tackle completion, 100%. Not quite. 66, thank you.
I'm pretty sure they've made more than 2 tackles.
They're just making the stats up at this point. You know, just that sounds all right. There's Sam Derry. He's going from the field. His mum will be sad. Kat Derry. She's the dietitian for the ABs.
Oh, yeah?
Williams. Is that Bryn Williams' son playing? Not sure if it's Mighty Williams, whether that's his father. So happy Carl Tunukiafi is gone. Ta'abo is injured. Nepalala injured. It is. Makes it 3 now. Oh, counter up from the Crusaders, though.
Shit, they're not going to do that again.
This is where the Crusaders have had all of the ball, but the Blues could be the first team to score points on the board because the Crusaders turned down those 3-point opportunities. I've done it twice so far. Yeah. What rugby is this? This is Super Rugby, Crusaders versus Blues, New Zealand derby in this matchup. Now, driven backwards, Tom Christie. How did they end up back with the ball there, the Crusaders?
I don't know. The Blues kicked it away.
Bit of a wrestle, Tom Christie wanting it, and it's the penalty to the Blues about 50 metres out. Ollie born in England, Irish background, now New Zealand citizen. And that's okay, head knock. Ollie has to come back. Well, has come back from a big injury. Yes, I hope it's a head knock and not a return fire up of that injury. Make her feel like was rat not nice one, but her butt can talk. Yeah. Hey, the butt don't lie. I'd Barrett now kicking it into the touchline for the Blues.
Brandon,
first chance.
What are you at, Brandon? What are you at?
Is it on KO? Not on KO, on Stan Sport for this one. Can you read my message? I certainly did. Her butt don't lie. Butt can talk. And I've got leftover beef fried rice, Chinese takeaway from last night to take for lunch later. Sounds all right. You had Chinese, didn't you?
No.
No? Where'd you get your one or your sweet and sour pork from?
I had a cooked shot.
It's the way to go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Over the top. Cody Taylor takes it nicely now. And it'll be Leicester Finer. Look, in fact, sorry, Christian Leo Willie hitting the ball up.
Little Willie.
Kicked high from David Arvilli running across there. Caleb Clark not quite getting into the bounce of the ball. Will Jordan right on his back. Now the Crusaders once again considering that counter right, but it's worked out in favour of the Blues on the halfway line now. Back into the pocket, Bodie Barrett. Kicks it in behind, finds a bit of open space there behind the Chiefs. Behind the Crusaders. Now Richie Moonga kicks that one to the touchline, gets a nice bit of curl on it. In fact, it doesn't go out, stays in the field of play. Now Zahn Sullivan running it forward through the gap. Although Richie Moonga just got enough of an ankle tap on him to slow him down. Barrett cross to Ricky Riccatelli. Real first chance for the Blues. I don't believe they've had an attacking scenario on side of that 22 of Crusaders too often at all throughout this contest. Took contact as well. Zahn Sullivan now wrestled down round the side of the breakdown. Hoskins to Tutu, held up a bit by Dallas McLeod. The Blues having the ball boring you, is it?
No.
For when the Crusaders have it, do you?
No.
As I, Ricky Riccatelli, the advantage about now would be good. For the Blues, I would think. Slowly get their phase play going. Bowden Barrett goes across to Patrick Tuipulotu. Should mention Cameron Suafua came on the field. That was for Sam Derry. Good work in the breakdown. The Crusaders win the penalty. Yeah, nicely done.
Good work, guys.
Her butt can do this. I was wondering, was my wife fart in the room? Because they are. Says Brandon. As long as she doesn't, what is it, crop dust you?
What the
That's when you know that you're either too comfortable or too uncomfortable.
What do you mean crop dust you?
You not heard of a crop
she
dust?
She farts on you.
No. No, you never heard of a crop dust.
Well, what is it?
It's pretty much right. You're in bed next to each other.
Yeah.
You're a woman.
Okay, I'm a woman.
You're a woman. And then what you do is you let one rip and then you pull the covers up over each other's, over the head.
I'd call that a gas chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to call it that.
Well, it's gas and you put them in a chamber.
Gas.
Gas them out.
Gas box, you know.
That's wrong.
Keen on an episode of Wife Spot Brandon. There's Marco. Almost 20 minutes gone.
Some kinky stuff, man.
He is.
He is into some stuff.
Yeah, you should ask him about his wife's sister.
Well, is he into his wife's sister? I don't blame
Wait, are you watching this with your wife, Mark? Well, surely
I
not.
don't blame the guy. If his wife's got a hot sister, we're mean. I just don't do anything about it, but you can admire from a distance.
I believe that's known as the Dutch oven in the UK. Ah, okay.
Not only do we talk about rugby, we also give out dating advice, don't we, Hamish?
We're both single.
Yeah.
So what advice can we give?
Lots.
That's funny, says Hayden. Also, what tractor was the fiddler driving today? What'd you have your hands on, George? You weren't.
No.
You're joking me. Did you get to handle some yams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moonga kicks this one for the corner now for the Crusaders. Want to swap wives? Brandon says, Nate, does no one like their wives? Everyone's trying to get rid of them.
Everyone trying to go after Brandon's wife?
How hot is her sister? Says Brandon. He's keen. Is that the right score? 0-0? It is. After
Brandon
20 minutes.
Have Marco's wife's sister.
Nah, she's on the market. Down south.
Excuse me. You're telling me you want to fuck?
Hey? Wait, what? You gotta finish that sentence.
Marco's wife's sister.
I never said that.
Well, Marco, hey, Mr. C sent her down south. How old is she? What did she do? Is she hot?
Tom Christie
What's
off.
Her value?
Value?
On the market.
Cody Taylor. I thought she knows Muay Thai. Jeez, that's scary.
Shit, that gets me really going now.
5 meters out, Crusaders.
Throw me at the wall, you naughty girl.
First chance. Inside of the 5 meter line. The ball pops out the side. The Blues take it back.
The child is born.
You know what's funny about this game?
What's that?
My mum, she predicted, she was like, bet you it's going to be like 9-3 at halftime. She might not be a mile off here.
One team gets the ball and goes, oh, yeah. Loses the ball.
Comes Richie.
The other team gets the ball. They go, oh, yeah. Loses the ball. They sit in the halfway. One team, like the Crusaders, makes room. They get on all right. Loses the ball. And the Blues have the ball. They go,
oh, that's illegal.
But now they've got the ball.
Is that not illegal? I guess he went straight through the middle of the breakdown, but
I've
he
never
kicked
really
it back.
Understood the rules of...
Oh, Mark Talia. Mark Talia running hard, does the grubber, goes into touch.
What? How does it work if you get your hands on the ball?
Yep.
Like, you tackle a guy, but you've kind of got your hands on the ball in the tackle.
Okay.
So I saw Havili doing that earlier, and he went to rip it, but the ref said hands off ball.
Okay.
So he went like this.
So pretty much the scenario there is he hasn't done a clear release. So pretty much before you're allowed to contest for the ball, you then have to release. This was interesting from Satutu.
He hasn't gone down, though. He was still standing.
Even if
he went to go rip it off him, but the ref was like, hands off.
Oh, okay. So
but he's not even tackled
He might have been on his knee.
No, he was still fully standing. It was looking like it was going to go to a maul, slightly. And he had it in there and he was going to rip it, and the referee hands off. And I was like, well, how does that work?
I know in league...
He's fully legally allowed to rip that off him. That's a clear rip, you know?
I know in league, if there's 2 men, you're not allowed to strip it, but I don't think that's the case in rugby,
No, I was watching him. And he had it well clear. He was going to hold him up or whatever, and the ref said, get your hands off the ball. And I thought, whoa, no, that's not right.
Mongo Jumbo said, greetings, Hammy. Brandon's asking the hard questions. Nate, can you do farts? It's a great question.
Can Nate fart?
Yeah, for his wife. Wife, mine, mate. No, what have I done, guys? Says Marco. You mean your blowhole, Brandon? Is it is Big Red on? Not at this stage. It looks like Sykes Martin making his way back off the field, which means that Ollie Jaeger will be able to continue. So that's good news. Scoreboard looks like my snooker score yesterday at the pub. It also kind of looks like a face. You know, got his big eyes and a little nose. First half's the smile. Look at him. He's just he's not happy at the moment. He's got the halfway smile. He hasn't seen any points. George and Hamish, don't talk about rugby. Talk about farts. You know, maybe not today, Brandon.
What type of farts are there, Brandon?
I think the best way of doing this would be do a separate channel that we start where we just talk about flatulence.
Kiwi lads farts.
Brilliant title.
Brandon, I think you should fart in your wife's mouth. See how she likes it. You might get her absolutely going.
Bowden Barrett, kicking behind, taking out low, sits up for Will Jordan on the left boot. Not his favoured kicking side, and it's nicely taken by Zahn Sullivan on the halfway line. 23 minutes gone, still 0-0. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. They are still 0-0. Ball's gone dead from the Blues. Just a little bit too much juice on that one from Bodie Barrett, and too many wheat bits.
He's shit, bro.
He's had a
too
many
wheat bits.
I have found from experience that the girls that do MMA or Muay Thai are normally pillow princesses.
Ooh.
Just do the starfish. It's the quiet ones that'll surprise you. Says Water Sports fans.
The quiet ones will just pick you up and throw you at the wall. And you love it. You just love it. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah.
If you haven't come out of a sexual experience with a mild concussion, you haven't done it right.
Yeah. Most men are like, you know, we could easily do that to you, but do it to me. You know, men love it.
It's going to be an interesting game. It is.
Yeah.
It's been a slow build up.
It's been so tedious though, because they go down this end and we're like, oh, here we go, and then they get to lose the ball and it kicks. The Crusaders will get close to the Blues try line here. They'll get good momentum, but they will lose the ball, and then the Blues will kick it. So
A ball going in for Mitchell Drummond.
Drum ass.
No, not quite.
Drum ass.
Alan Grace off to the left-hand side. Will Jordan once again kicking on the left boot. Got a bit too much on that.
You stupid
it's gone out
dick.
on the full. So that's going to be now another Blues lineup. We might go with a scoreless first half. Scott's starting to panic.
Stressing. What the hell was that?
There's, of course, Razor Robinson. Beauden Barrett aimlessly kicking away possession as per usual. Is the dude even the first five? Well, first five, he seems scared to run at the defence. Like that for years now. You always agreed that he's your better fullback, isn't he?
15 when he can actually get the ball and run with it. He's quick. He doesn't run at the line enough. He needs to do more of it. That's why he used to do really well.
Well, that's a rough pass from Cody Taylor, but a lot of pressure on Whainā Nuku doing well to pick it up. The line out for the Blues has been struggling throughout those first 25 minutes. Richie Moonga now puts the ball high. The Crusaders is winning team. Richard Jane from South Africa. Welcome in, mate. We are going to be covering the URC a bit later on today, and that will be between the Stormers and Connacht.
Was that an advantage the Crusaders had?
I don't think so. I think they just
a complete mess. It is knocked on by the Blues.
Or now it's knocked on. That was Zahns down the wing.
Richie kicked it and it just went up, and I was like, "What's the point in that?"
It's a whole different game compared to what we saw just before between Hurricanes and Moana Pacific. And yes, the defense may have been struggling in that game a little bit, but there's been a lot more.
Who won that game?
Hurricanes won 70-something points to 20, something like that. But yeah, there's been a lot more tackles made in this game, but no one's really getting those line breaks. I think they've just got to go for a few more phases next to the breakdown. Slowly create that opportunity rather than forcing it. Both sides are forcing it at the moment. Blues are yet to win a successful line-out either, I should mention. They've ballsed it up quite a few times in a row. Bodie Stevenson and Jordan at 15 for the ABs. Come on, the Stormers. See, it's Marco. Good, solid scrum there. Getting rolled around the Blues. Oh, the penalty goes to Crusaders. That was a big push, but I believe it's for, I think it was for rotating it. Offa toa fuss. He's frustrated. He's like, "Oi, do you want me to punch you?
Don't do this, Offa.
Don't punch him, Offa.
Offa,
don't hit Nick Berry. He's only a small man, but he packs a punch."
Offa's not happy. I don't think you're allowed to talk to a ref like that unless you're the captain.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
I always got
Depends
told,
on the ref.
when we used to play rugby here, we always shut up.
Mm.
I remember one day one of the players was having got the ref and the coach on the side was like, "Shut up!" Every time you give him an attitude, that's 5 meters back, 5 meters back, 5 meters back.
Oh, short line out here. Oh, Cody Taylor's dropped the ball though. Neither side want to take any risk. They are playing the waiting game to see who collapses under the pressure and makes the mistake. Whatever happened to the Jaguares, the Argentine team? I believe I think they've got a renamed team, but they're playing in the Super Rugby South America edition. What teams suck at, or when teams suck at line-out? Yep.
Super Rugby South America, isn't there?
About 6 South American teams. Argentina and some other sides.
I didn't know this.
You didn't know that? Well, you know. When teams suck at lineouts, Kiwi teams never start taking advantage by kicking for touch. Right, it's going to be now the knock-on advantage going back for the Blues scrum now.
Bad.
28 minutes and 0-0.
It's because both defenses are really tough. So both sides are having to give it that little bit more, but then you run the risk of forward passes, drop balls. There's going to be a lot more penalties because both sides are pushing just a little bit harder.
Well, we saw from the get-go that first breakdown.
Yeah.
When the Crusaders just steamrolled over the top of it.
That will most likely change when they come out of halftime. They've had their break and they're a little bit, you know what I mean?
This has been the longest. This has been the longest half. Been going 45 minutes if you include stoppages. Has it? I thought it started 40 minutes ago. Unless we're behind, of course. Maybe we're behind. That would be quite funny when we're like 7 minutes behind in the game. No score yet. Great to see the Warriors won. Yeah, it was good to see them back on the winning path. That's gone down on the front rows. Penalty to the Crusaders. Right, take the 3, don't you? Yeah, you got to take the 3. You've got the penalty. You haven't had really any massive opportunity. Oh, it looks like Richie's kicking for the corner. Okay, I respect why they're doing this, but I also slightly disagree at this stage of the match. Yeah. It's been 29 minutes.
Can you realistically see them scoring points off this?
looking at how the game's gone, it's hard to tell, isn't it?
I can't realistically see them. I think they'll play around with it, put the ball, forward pass. Something like they'll get a penalty, then the Blues will get it, they'll kick it downfield. Or they'll prove me wrong, they'll score off it.
Wait and see. Cody Taylor puts it in. Nicely taken by Scott Barrett. It's well set anyway, so they've got a good foundation to be able to get this one rolling. Now Cody Taylor waiting for it at the back, still connected here. Blues having to make sure they don't give away that advantage. Cody Taylor breaks off now 5 meters out from the line, make it 2. Around the side, it will be the try.
I knew they could do it.
Who is it?
They could try.
It's not Cullen Grace. It's not Christian Leo Willie. I think it's Scott Barrett, is it? No, it's Quinton Strange.
He doesn't look
walks away with the try. He looks like a guy you'd find at the local Makiki.
Yeah.
You know?
The local Makiki.
Yeah.
There's one local Makiki, and that's Makiki.
Yeah. Gee, try well. Something. Is our mate Fozzie in the crowd? Not sure. I haven't seen him yet. Get some points. Stop boring us. I mean, it's been entertaining. It's just been low scoring one, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
0-0 means these two teams are the super heavyweight.
Not the Chiefs.
Also,
not the Chiefs.
What matches are you doing in the URC today? We are going to be doing both semi-finals, Munster versus Leinster, and also Connacht taking on the Stormers. Question is, will it be an all-Irish final, or will it be South Africa taking on the Irish?
Oh, so that's the URC.
7-0 now for the Crusaders. Successful kick from Richie Moonga.
Well, you know who's in the final by the end of tonight?
Yes.
Tomorrow morning?
Yep. Are you working tomorrow?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, you should know that.
I thought so. I thought so because you don't work Sundays. But I wasn't sure because it was your first day today whether they were going to put you in a full week or not. Kicked into touch. Oh, beautifully taken by Clark. Here we go. Now the points are going to start flowing. 22 meters out from the Blues line. Bowden Barrett goes back to Zahn. Wide cut out pass. Swatted backly nicely by Lester Whaiananuku. Oh, David Arvili charged down. Bounces up though. Brilliant offload. Quinton Strange has a kick. Partially charged down again. Now Rico Ioane looking down the wing. Tackled by Havili. Now big off Tuanga Fasi 10 meters out from the line, but that is the pressure that the Blues were causing. 2 kicks charged down in a row there. Now ball bounces out the side. Christie flicks it out now to Adrian Choate.
Chode.
No, not quite. There. The old T on the end.
Chody.
There you go. That's better, I guess, if you're gonna go. You got Choate at number 6 and Willie on the other side of Leo Willie. Who's the best first 5 in New Zealand at the moment? Well, that's one that causes great debate. I think when Webber's at 9, McKenzie is right up there. I don't like you. No.
You don't want McKenzie to be in the team, don't you?
If Brad Webber's 9, yes.
For the All Blacks.
Yeah. If Brad Webber's 9. If Aaron Smith's 9, they're probably going to go Moonga. Because I feel that Smith and Moonga work better together, whereas Webber and McKenzie have shown that for the Chiefs, that is the combination. We saw Cortez Ratama and McKenzie working together in the last game, just wasn't the same.
But it's not really, I know it depends on performances, but it's not fair that D-Mac just runs on in here and pushes both Bowden and Richie out when he's just been to Japan, cashed in, left NZ Rugby, and now he's come back and they're like, oh, we don't give a shit about you two anymore. We've got,
kind of like what Bowden did the year prior.
Yeah. But then Richie stole his spot. Richie's gotten that because of why Bowden went to Japan. So,
but if
it's not really fair. Richie's been consistent.
If you're playing Bowden at 15, though, you won't have to worry about it because you'll have McKenzie and Moonga.
I do not see why you put D-Mac in front of Moonga. There is no evidence to say that will work. He's been consistent. He's stayed loyal to New Zealand rugby. He hasn't left to go to Japan.
Not yet. He's going next year, isn't he?
But, stick with him. Put D-Mac at second place. But don't piss him off because then, there's no loyalty anywhere. He's injured anyway.
They always said, sadly, have to agree, D-Mac at the moment. Moonga the best, says Barnes. Jordan and Stevenson is number 15. Also, D-Mac attack, says Octo Dad.
The thing I don't like about D-Mac is he's really good at running rugby. But the minute they figure out how to shut him down, he's useless. He doesn't, Bowden's kind of the same, but then Richie is the only first 5 who's a little bit like Dan Carter. When he can't run the ball, he thinks outside of the box. How can I get the ball out wide and get it past this defense. You know what I mean?
Because I
think Bowden and DMAC are too much like the same. They just think, oh, if I can't run the ball, then I'm just going to throw it away. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to be useless. I can't set things up outside of me, you know? That's what the likes of Sexton and Farrell and Dan Carter and the French number 10, that's what they do so well. When they can't run it, they go, well, I'm going to use the guys on the outside of me. I've got to fucking think on my head.
Byron Barrett kicking that one over, so it is now 3 points to 7, we should mention. But I think the big thing is nowadays it's extremely hard being an attacking fly half.
Yeah.
Because so often the rush defense of the opposition shuts you down quite quickly. Because that's what's happened to Marcus Smith for England. He was on fire for the Harlequins, but as soon as people worked out, right, if we charge up close to being offside, shut him down, he's going to look below average.
But that's the thing, there's more than one way to attack. And that's what a good first five does, is he looks, okay, if they're going to do that, then I'm going to do this.
So are you going to put a Crusader on his outside? Is that I feel like that's a good plan to have.
You put a player on his outside that can go, like if you're in Foster, you think, okay, they're going to try and shut Richie down. So you put a player on his outside that you can use to get around that defense. You know what I mean? But the thing with Damien McKenzie is, like, he's quick and like the way he runs, he's great at hitting gaps and doing. But I just can't see him being the sort of guy that thinks, okay, this number 12 is going to hit this gap. You know, I just can't see him strategically thinking. He's too one-dimensional. So is Bowden. That's why I want Bowden at 15. He's not. He doesn't think. You know.
Would you take Will Jordan as a 15 option?
I'd prefer Bowden, because when Bowden gets the ball out wide, he's quick. He hits gaps, but he just doesn't think ahead when he's at 10. You know what I mean? He just thinks, I'll get the ball and pass it. If I don't get the ball and pass it, I'm just going to run straight. But, you know.
Nazi said, George, off topic. Where's your sexy gumboots, mate? I'm a fan.
I don't wear gumboots.
Oh, yeah, you haven't got a set of red bands?
No.
No.
I hate wearing gumboots.
I can imagine you as someone who would hate it because of the like hitting on the calf, is it? The kind of scratching there?
You get a bit of water in there. It's just rash.
Owen Barrett, not 15, says Badzer. Who do you think is going to win? I mean, it's a close game, which I think a lot of people anticipated for this contest. I feel that the Crusaders at the moment have shown more that in terms of that attacking, but the Blues have shown that when they get that wide chance, knock on from Bowden Barrett there, that's going to be the advantage of the Crusaders. But yeah, when they've had the chance, that seems to be when the Blues are able to capitalize. So it's more of the case of consistency of the Crusaders versus the, I guess, that unpredictability / explosiveness of the Blues. Maybe bench 15. Rather have Will, who is really good at running. Says Badzer.
I wouldn't really care who's at 15. A good 10 will set up in your back line. You watched Dan Carter when we went to go play for Racing Metro. He didn't care who was on the outside of him. He was like, right, we're gonna do this. No. And these guys are gonna get that ball and they're gonna do as I say. And you should have seen some of the stuff he did. He had that back line absolutely firing. They were bloody hitting gaps. They were, running lines, beautiful lines. Teams are like, we defend here, he sends the ball there. We defend here, he goes up the middle. We go out wide. He's thinking outside of the box. And that's what Richie does. He's a little bit more like a Dan Carter sort of. He doesn't rely on himself to get the attack going. He relies on him thinking, how do I get that centre to hit this gap with this guy or me on the inside? You know what I mean?
Well, the good news about Dan Carter is when he went overseas, like you mentioned, he was running the lines.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like an Ali Williams was dealing with a different kind of lines.
Yeah, he was doing crack cocaine.
It's kind of like he stuck to what he needed to do as the fly half rather than getting on the good stuff.
Yeah. Don't do drugs. Do drugs if you want.
If you want.
Not hard drugs, though. Stay away from heroin, for God's sakes. Do marijuana and maybe cocaine. Maybe MD.
Oh, no.
But shit me not. Do not do heroin.
I don't think I can name more than like 3 drugs.
Meth is not a cool drug.
No. Unless,
not cool.
I mean, it's cool for dentists.
No.
Because they get a lot of money.
Because they get spat on.
It was the running, or who's in the running for 12 and 13 for the ABs? To be honest, it's a bit of a question mark at the moment.
Like you said, it depends on who's at 10.
I honestly feel if Rieko Ioane's not at 13, but when he is, he'll get that spot.
I always like Rieko at 13.
So it's that question of who's on his inside.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if Rico wasn't there at 13, Braden Ennor hasn't been bad this year.
Problem with Rico is he doesn't pass the ball.
No. And that's...
So with Rico, you've got to have a player on his inside that's going to step him up. Because he's fast and he's powerful. So once you get him some room, that someone like Richie will figure out. Get Rico on the inside centre's room. That's my job. To split this defensive line up so I can get room for old Rico over there. Once he's down there, he's gone. He's fast, he's powerful. He probably won't pass it, but once I can figure out how to get this defense split, that's it. He's done. You know?
So I mentioned Richie Mo'unga almost hitting both posts, but it does go over. Score now sitting 10 points to 3 in favour of the Crusaders. Random Stranger, as the nice commentary guys. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well. Everything is going good for yourself. You know Random Stranger?
No.
No?
No, I don't know who he is.
You will know of him if I told you about him. If I mention table tennis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he from India?
He's living in India at the moment, yes.
Is he a sugar daddy? He's a sugar daddy, isn't he?
No.
He is. He doesn't know he's a sugar daddy, but he is.
Wait, it's legal, yes, he's right. Oh yeah, Robert's in the USA, so yeah. And hi from Timaru, says Sean, just up the road from ourselves. Hope you're doing well, mate. Too many lineouts for Ali, the white lines. Says Nate. Now 13 seconds remaining in the half. Crusaders looking to just go phase or two and then kick this ball into touch. South Africa versus Ireland. South Africa will win, says Christian there. Now, it's going to be a big pull, that one, because you've got Scotland, Ireland, and South Africa all jockeying for 2 spots. That one's gone out and 10 points to 3. Now, can we quickly get a quick little round of applause for my mum? Because she said to me, it will be like 9 points to 3 at half time. She's not a mile off.
10 points to
10
3.
points to 3. Decent. You know, she knows her stuff. And also, we have got Rico as a winger, in my opinion. Don't ignore me, bro. It's just they're going very quick, Paddy. I can't see your message anymore. Levi Moore is a smoky to make the ABs. That's the thing at the moment. Not sure. No, do you guys know if I marry Semi? Who is Semi?
You mean with a Semi?
No, I don't think so. Although Semi, that could have been that lady in the car.
You see, why did he win today? I don't actually know.
Not sure. I was going to go down to that game. If you weren't working, I was going to take you down there. Take you down to the Paradise City.
Yeah, I don't know. Did 1 million win today?
I hope so. Although that's the thing, I was talking about it yesterday about grassroots rugby and the struggles that some sides are starting to find in terms of numbers. Yeah, you look at the senior B side, they have like 5 spots to be determined, and school kids having to go in.
Yeah,
and then 50% of those guys have to play off the bench for the seniors because they don't have the numbers. Yeah. You guys picking for fly out for the All Blacks this World Cup? We just went through it a little bit, and Mo'unga wouldn't even make the bench for me. Surely Barrett starts with Mackenzie reserve or vice versa. Well, that's almost the opposite of what George said before. For he's saying Mo'unga. Mo'unga. He wouldn't have him even off the bench and have Barrett start with Mackenzie off the bench.
I don't mind Damien at 15 because he's the same as Bowden. You give him room and he's but he just doesn't think when he's got the ball. You know what I mean? And good first 5 is someone who's thinking the whole time, this is my defense. How am I going to split those up? How am I going to... Those guys are coming up the middle and I need to get my number 12 right next to me on the inside, and then I go around him. You know what I mean? That's something that someone like Dan Carter, he's thinking. Johnny Wilkinson, Johnny Sexton, Owen Farrell, really good first 5s. They're not there to score tries. They're there to set guys up on the outside. So, what lady have you got going?
It's Tony.
Oh.
I'm making moves. And that's you, are you, mate? And not the best game so far. Both teams play simple or making simple mistakes, but impressed by the Blues' defense. Crusaders deserve to be in the lead. Says Rugby Itch. And Proctor runs beautiful lines and magical offloads. The thing is, at the moment, like for me, we've got plenty of 13s, it seems.
Just Carroll says lighting one up now. Are you talking about like a crack pipe, Just Carroll, or weed?
Know what I'm saying? Like we have 13s for days.
Yeah.
Rico Ioane, and then you've got to work out whether or not you're going with a good tune. David Havili seems like the safe choice for them, but I don't know whether that's the choice that's going to do well.
It's a pretty easy position to play.
You go. Tell you what, we'll put you as 12 for the ABs.
I was the whole back line when I played rugby, and 13 and 12 was always the easiest position to play. The wingers were actually harder.
Proctor's an excellent centre. I highly rate that bloke as well. And I switched over to the sevens, waiting for the Black Ferns to play Canada. And I was like, yeah, that's why I bring on Richie in the last 30, where teams are more tired, because he can use what George said about him. Crack is whack, all about the green, baby. It is just Carl. A lot of people are playing down the All Blacks' chances this year, but their team on paper is outstanding in every position. I certainly wouldn't bet against them.
Just let them keep playing them down. Let them keep doing it. The All Blacks aren't going to win the World Cup. Let's just go with that, Rio. 1 year, for God's sakes, we can just go in here as complete underdogs. We're not going to win. Just take the pressure off our backs. Ireland are the best in the world. They can go into the World Cup and have the entire media on their ass. Or you win the first game all day. Everyone's going to be wondering because they're the best team in the world. The All Blacks win. Everyone's like, oh, they're fourth place, whatever. You know what I mean?
Cheers, Marco. I can see him really excel in for real. Says Momo Jumbo. I hurt myself yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Luckily, it was just after the live stream. What I did is, you see this little tiny dot there on my finger, that red one?
Yeah.
Like, I scratched that on this finger. Turns out that's like connected to something that has a lot of blood in it. My finger, it was just pouring down.
I got shot once.
Did you? That was by your brother, wasn't it?
Through the liver. Quite a lot of blood.
Yep. It's nice having brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, I have actually been shot.
I know you have, yeah. And the thing is, it was almost kind of on purpose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
When you put a bullet in the gun and pointed at someone.
It's kind of attempted murder.
Yeah.
Like, he could be in jail at the moment, your bro. But instead, he got you some sweet and sour pork tonight.
He didn't get that from me.
Fair enough. Or you could pick me at 12. I'm a solid ball carrier. Ball. Good skills, even though I'm a forward. Says Badzer. And to be honest, Ali Williams had some solid points and pointers. Says Nate. Also, it's such an ugly thing. The crack is no teeth, itching their face till it bleeds, stealing all your family, selling that booty hole for your fix. You disgusting crackers. And Rico Ioane and Caleb Clark would be my centre play. Oh, we've forgotten about Geordie Barrett at 12.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about him. Geordie Barrett, he's your 12. There you go. Reese and Jordan on the wings. No can do, Jack. Reese is injured for the World Cup. He's gone. I've been shot and it skimmed my wrist in Perth. Wrists are dodgy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, you think about a wrist. There's hardly anything between your wrist and the veins connecting your hands. Yeah. Like, I took a bit of metal off it was like a kit set. Took some metal off. Dad was like, watch out, it's sharp. I was like, yep.
I'm sharp.
All right. I know you are. Yeah. But, yeah, I took it off and it sliced my wrist.
He died?
No, well, the thing is, it was right next to where the veins were. And it was only a little slice. And I was like, if that was slightly to the side.
We were in high school.
Oh, no.
There's that one girl. But this is a little bit offensive, but there's always that one girl that slit her wrists. And everyone at the back of the class was like, she does it for attention. She's just like, I'm not well. I'm like, oh, well.
R.I.P. to her.
She's not.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Well, there's more than one.
Geordie at 15 says Jack.
The other one might be dead.
Severy's playing dude. Yeah. No, he is injured, unfortunately. So he will not be back until after the World Cup, probably next year for Severy's. Geordie Bear at 12, you can see it. There's Bads ablaze and Fozzie threw Peter Gus under the bus. Had his 2 assistants with the slime ball, acted like the island losses were on them, not Fozzie himself. Maybe you're out of your depth there, Fozzie. Hi, guys. They'll have to bring in AB7's players for the fast backline pace. What does this group think? Says Daniel there. What? So they have to bring in AB7's players is what he's saying. So he's thinking maybe along the lines of someone like a Leroy Carter or I'd love to see a Kulia Rokali Soa give Union a go, but I think he's a little bit too small, unfortunately. Like, he's quick but he just doesn't quite have their size. They're similar. I mean, the Blues brought in Caleb Tangitau. Seemed like a decent signing at the time, but there's a couple guys in that New Zealand 7 side that could transition if they really wanted to. Someone like a Cody Vi, the youngsters, maybe in the future. Do you know anyone who I'm talking about at the moment?
No. Daniel Carter.
Hamish, is that gentleman wearing shorts? Is that gentleman wearing shorts? My girlfriend is asking. He is.
Yes, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing Canterbury shorts. Represent.
He is. I, on the other hand, do not have anything on the bottom half.
He's fully butt naked from the shirt down. How did your girlfriend that?
CC is a defense liability. Caleb Clark, of course. And even when he breaks, they'll fumble an empty space. I think Portugal will win the World Cup. Tell you what, if they did, that would be absolutely massive for them, wouldn't it? Like, it would be. That's the thing. Everyone is looking at France as a real contender. Ireland as a real contender. New Zealand, South Africa, Australia.
France, Ireland, South Africa, England, New Zealand.
I think Australia, some people are looking at them as well. Imagine if someone like a Scotland winner the World Cup.
That's the thing, is people don't really understand how much people think the All Blacks are actually shit now. Like, they're not even within the top 5. Like, whenever I look online, rugby passes never talked about the All Blacks. It's Ireland, France. There's probably actually a neutral between England and South Africa, to be honest. I think South Africa got a much higher chance. I think England are just too inconsistent.
Argentina.
Imagine
that. World Cup for the football and rugby.
But the thing is like the top 5 teams would have to be Northern Hemisphere sides. The Wallabies and the All Blacks are not even. People aren't even considering them.
Well, I think there's still that consideration due to them having World Cups in the past, even based off form.
The European rugby, who are on a high right now because of Ireland and France, I think they will need to be told when the Wallabies come and beat someone team like Wales or Scotland. The European fans will be like, "Oh yeah, we kind of forgot about them. They can tune up to a competition when they want to." Same with the All Blacks. I think because they've done so well and they've had so much success over the Southern Hemisphere sides, they don't really think of it. They're in their own little domain at the moment, which is a big rivalry between Ireland and France. But I think a team like the Wallabies or the All Blacks come out and beat someone like Wales or Scotland or even England by a lot, they're going to go, "Oh, yeah, forgot about those two." Sort of wrote them off for a while back there. Maybe we should look at those two a little bit more seriously,
Well, the big thing is, for Scotland, it only takes one big win over either South Africa or Ireland, and that stirs up that whole group. Same with Fiji. If they beat Wales or someone like that, that creates a bit of uncertainty.
Do think the European rugby scene are kind of in amongst themselves at the moment, because they're the 2 top teams in the world. It's all European rugby in amongst each other. Someone from the outside, even Fiji or Australia, New Zealand, come in and beat one of them. It just stirs up the pot completely because we're not meant to do that. We're not meant to be able to beat those guys. So,
Marco said, "I love short shorts. Stubbies on a bloke is magnificent. As long as the 2 baggies don't hang out, you be sweet G."
Sometimes they do.
It's a tricky one. I got some shorts the other day. Oh, they were Warriors shorts. The other month I got them, and I was like, "Geez, you wouldn't want it to be a hot, warm day, and you kind of, you don't want a ball to slip out, do you?"
Cheeky little ball slip there, eh?
Because the thing is,
just there, isn't it?
Like, if it's there, is that illegal? Because of course I don't go into the intention of wearing these shorts for my testicle to hang out. So, surely I'm all right in that regard. It's an accident. It's like a nip slip, isn't it? It's a dick slip almost.
I'm a dick slip now. Sorry about that one, guys.
Looking good, George. Irish. Oh, sorry, looking good, Irish. Looking as you do, Georgie. Yeah, Junaid, he saw you. Didn't you, George?
Junaid. Yeah. What was it? $100 and something, Junaid? There were a few people from this chat in that chat as well. But they were at least still in our chat, Junaid. Make some bloody memes right now, Junaid. Get on with it.
Hamish, my girlfriend wants to know if you can keep that gentleman on screen for the next 10 minutes. Don't ask. Yep. He's not going nowhere. I love the side of George when he speaks calmly about his rugby. It's very soothing on the ear. A big change from all the profanity.
It's funny how I go from being like that weird dude Like, he's speaking straight facts. You know what I mean? This boy's onto it.
I hope the Crusaders will be happy today, says Johannes, and lol from Junaid there. Junaid, you know what you should do? You should try and set us up, because I want to get Tony and Mark on for a post-match review, but Tony hasn't seen my WhatsApp message. So you should be like, you should slip a little hint in there and be like, hey, you guys should go on Kiwi Lads for a post-match. Imagine George and Mark having a conversation. I'm sorry, but that would be entertaining. Absolutely. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Go to work. I got to work. Okay, glad to see my Crusaders manage some points. And the first try scorer, I saw someone asked a little bit earlier on, it was Quinton Strange. He is the only try scorer. Blues need Kiwi Lads' mum, says Nate there. Well, she did almost predict the halftime score, correct? She enjoyed those Lindt chocolates I got her yesterday. You know, the orange flavour ones. Yeah, I snuck them.
Oh.
Wait, sneaking them sounds like I stole them. Like I snuck them right at the last moment.
That's a thing from Conan O'Brien's show.
And then
that female actor, he goes, snuck. And the word goes, snuck's not a word, Conan, it's sneak. And then he looks up in the Bible. He goes, snuck.
Not in the Bible, in the dictionary.
No, in the Bible. In the middle of the Bible, there's a thing that says snuck as a word.
And this is saving me money on OnlyFans. We all happy.
What's
says
the go
Tony.
here, Tony? Are you and your girlfriend having a wank session? What's the go? He just said his girlfriend likes me. Is it you or your girlfriend? Oh, I'm confused, Tony. Not ripping you out. I'm just wondering about the situation.
He just wants to know your Instagram handle. So
Join
he can
me
get
on
in
Instagram.
on the action.
Like my Instagram.
Could be a 3-point win. It could be. What are your full-time scores thoughts? I think it's going to be about 28 points to 17. Somewhere around there. Waimaniti won. Jeez, 83-7. They had a decent grade. Was that the Bs or the seniors, Sean? What make an air fryer you got? Mine just packed up. I got a NutriBullet double basket one for me mum on Mother's Day. Even though Mother's Day is not yet, I got her that one beforehand. And it seems to do all right, although the chips piss me off because I got to shake the basket every time, every 5 minutes or so. Early days, says Repent, exactly right. Second half underway, and the Blues have got possession. 22 metres out, the seniors. Do you know how the senior Bs went, Sean? Did they have themselves a win? Sean is from Timaru. We've probably seen Sean before without even knowing it. Nice cross kick there. We could have seen you yesterday, Sean. We were out and about. George walked all the way from a barber to Burger King. You know? It's quite a walk too, wasn't it? Not a small one.
Man, it was hard work.
Hey, boys, says Obi. Welcome in. One is going into touch now, taking it quickly there. Let's go offer, says Nate. I think Junaid left before he got the chance to hear about my proposition.
We're in the other chat.
You do Stormers game today? We are doing the Stormers game, yes, up against Connacht. Whoa, we got the camera zooming.
That was quite funny.
And then also we've got Leinster versus Munster after that, plus a few games of sevens. The first sevens game that we are covering is at 9:55. I hope to see 30K soon. That would be insane. Like, even the numbers now, like, it's such a weird thing to have, like, at 23,000. Like, that's how old I am. Not 23,000, but 23 with the K on the end. So by the time I'm 24, if we hit 24,000, that would be ideal. Yeah. Just keep going up as I get older. And then the only way I get a silver play button is if I live to 100. Not hopeful. I feel like these late night live streams being up for 30 hours at a time, probably taking months off my life, really. Yeah. Dementia by the time I'm 40.
I'll just get here one day, but I don't know who I am. Oh, Jesus.
McDonald's have McSpicy now, says Kiwi Gamer. Oh, short ball from Moonga.
If that had worked, that's what we need from the guy. You know what I mean?
It.
He's thinking. He's starting to think. Little Richie's thinking, how do I get this man through that line?
Little Richie, is that the
Little Richie? Yeah,
that what he says to his wife?
Yeah, Little Richie.
Little Richie's ready to rumble.
My wife, okay?
Okay.
I would like his wife to be my wife.
That could be arranged. I don't know.
I couldn't.
No.
I'll not make 1 mil.
No.
Looks rich, you know.
You might like yams. Sexy. Now, nice pass from David Arvili. Good sell of the dummy out on the outside to Leicester. Final Nuku. Big finish like he's in the NRL. It would have been. Islanders versus Brumbies, win and wear. It's tomorrow at about 4:30 p.m. But what a try from Leicester Whaiananuku to get the Crusaders the first one. Dalton's not happy about it. They want to go upstairs.
Shit no, bro.
Okay.
Shit no.
They are checking this one.
Do it again. Do it again.
I like the spicy nuggets at McDonald's. They're very nice. Okay, my voice is disappearing.
Hamish, do some StreamYard reviews with a panel. My girlfriend has gone to bed and says, "Thanks, George. I'm okay with that."
Do some StreamYard reviews with a panel. I'm trying, but the panel seems like I haven't been able to build it too much. So Dalton.
Why? I don't understand this. So Dalton asked the ref to go back and look.
It seemed that way, but he must have not realized that that was what they were going to check.
Yeah.
Because that's high, and that's probably a yellow card at least.
Oh, my God, that's really bad.
It's at least a yellow, if not red.
So has he asked him to look for something else, and now they've just caught him doing bad things?
Yeah, so he's going to the bin for 10 minutes.
How confused he'll be. Look at him. So I don't understand what happened.
He's trying to check something else. He's saying, that wasn't what I wanted you to look at.
You dumbass. You dumbass. He would have known he did that too.
He really goes over, gives Richie the pat on the head and says sorry.
He really did not think that through. Did he not think if they look at the TMO closely, they'll see that? He nearly got away with that.
I think what he was trying to say was maybe there was some sort of, I don't even know what he was looking for. I used to play rugby and I did something a little bit obscure. I'd always think, did the ref see that? I'll just back off a little bit. Because the ref may be keeping an eye on me. What else would he be looking for? I think it was something maybe earlier on.
But it'll be a full pass or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Either way, he's been sent to the bin for 10 minutes. 100 plus watching, 37 likes. Yeah, anyone who hasn't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Usually appreciated you guys all being here.
Know what it's for.
Unless you saw the
big screen. That's what they were looking at.
Oh, he's missed away to the left-hand side.
No.
That is going to make the score 15 points to 3. There we go. Oh, the great Dongan disease and gout. Oh, Jesus. I hate the way that he landed there. That could have hurt your fingers big time, you know. She's dabbing. Now I disapprove of all children going to rugby games. Whaiananuku sitting top of the try scorers list alongside Sean Stevenson.
Oh, God. Imagine if you were there, you saw those little kids dabbing, you're just like, kick them. Fumble them.
We have to kick them, yes.
Those boys look absolutely pissed. Imagine that. They're like, Dalton, you dumbass.
He's not happy.
I don't know what happened.
Well, he's sitting with the Crusaders bench.
Yeah, he's sitting there like, I don't know what happened. They're like, well, Dalton, we don't know how to help you. You did a bad thing and you let them know about it.
And knock on from the Crusaders. Advantage will be soon over.
Speeding. Right out the police and said, hey, come have a look at this.
Yeah, hey,
they said, oh, yeah, we'll have a look on the cameras. It's okay. They said, well, we caught you speeding. He goes, nah, there's a dead person on the street back there. Like, oh, well, we caught you speeding. So that's another case.
I saw someone else speeding.
Yeah.
How did you know they were speeding? Because they were matching my pace.
Yeah. Look at the cameras.
I was going 140. Now Mitch Drummond goes off to Richie Moonga.
Oh, my God, Richie.
Wide cut-out pass. Stade is starting to find their momentum now. He's done quite a few of those throughout the season. Yeah. 10 in a row they got.
You want to see him do that,
It's decent from him. Scott Barrett all the way at the back again. Too much seafood causes gout, says Obi.
Oh, no.
Does it? What about food that's not from the ocean, such as a trout or a salmon? Salmon are from the ocean a little bit. I was over for awesome moment, bro. Says I'm a ching.
I've done that same thing again.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. That's how you say it, not on my ching. It's amazing one.
I'm a ching. You little racist.
No.
I'm a ching.
Now that made it.
I may have taken
you
that
may
a
have
bit
taken that one a bit further than it needed to be. Harry Plummer's out on the field. We've hardly seen him. Hold the ball, Blues. I had it once real bad to make too much Jack Daniels and loose woman. I quit loose woman.
Don't quit the Jack Daniels. That's not good.
Kick him on. Will Jordan. The bounce of the ball doesn't quite work out. No, Rico Ioane. Ball available now at the back. Finley Christie goes back to Zahn Sullivan. Ball's gone high and almost into touch, but taken by Moonga, who almost slipped there just walking. He goes all right, and Richie Moonga is still killing it groovy. There's Ruth.
Ooh, boys.
It's the salt. I thought salt caused arthritis.
So you got to push them through some water that's not salty.
No, that wasn't quite what he. Yeah, salt. That's wrong. Zahn Sullivan now charge. Was that obstruction? Was that obstruction?
I think we should have a chat with Dalton.
Yeah,
the ref just walks up to Dalton with a red card. He's like, "What are you doing, ref?
One of those. I have a red card somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I think it's out in a shed. Why wouldn't I?
Because you should not put it in a shed. Because you need it, it's in the shed.
But if I know it's in the shed, then I can get it when I need it. Not now, though, of course. Oh, so we have got there. That mic goes really well with the two of you. Okay, so we actually changed the settings a little bit
he might be
from the last live stream that we did together, and hopefully it does sound a lot better. There were some stages of that live stream last time where you guys couldn't actually hear George, which I mean sometimes some of you would consider not a bad thing. But I joke with you. We make friends. Huh?
No, we don't.
No, we're very lonely. Don't have many friends. We went out for dinner the other night with one of our friends, Daniel, and his GF. You know, it's always the Kiwi lads who don't come on the streams that get girlfriends. Where's the connection there, eh?
Yeah. Don't worry about it, hey, Baron. Lots of big YouTubers that don't have girlfriends. It's just the life, the wild, fast life you live. They can't keep up with it.
It's a shit sleep schedule. That's all it is. It reminds me of those guys who used to get slapped occasionally at school for sticking their head above parapet. Not sure.
Isn't that thing that you have in science class? Parapet?
No, that's a pipette.
You sure?
Yes. It's a pipette. The one that you do drops with, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, Dalton's yellow card. What'd that say? I think he's fine and he's just going to be left at a yellow card.
He's still pissed off. He doesn't understand what's going to happen.
You're not going to send George off, are you? No, because that would lead to violence.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good
show it again, just a little
bit. It's a good shot on Mwonga's chin, though. Like, fair play to Richie for not going off for an HIA. No, he maybe should have. Safety.
It's so funny, though. Oh, Dalton's like, look at this. And then they're like, Dalton, we did see this. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't see that.
Nicely thrown in. Hoskins to 2-2 now with the ball available at the back. Eat the mic. Go. Says Ruth. Oh. Finley Christie goes across to Mark, to Leah. Oh, ball's loose and the Crusaders take it back. You guys need to get on Farmers Only. It's like Grinder. Of a straight rural guys looking for women.
Are you gay, Tony?
He's got, I mean, Elton John had a wife, didn't he? But
was Elton John gay or bi?
He's real gay. He's like proper gay.
Tony, are you gay?
I don't think he is. Is he saying we should go on Farmers Only because it's not like Grinder?
Why not?
I harvest Norwegian seaweed. Very nice, says Mumbo Jumbo. George's #1 user on Grinder.
You know, Marco, we would actually film a YouTube video of us using Grinder for a week, and it would be really funny. Imagine if we set Hamish up on a gay date and filmed it.
How about, why don't we set you up on one?
Because it'd be funnier with you. Imagine how awkward you'd be on a date with a gay man.
I don't think it would be that awkward.
We give him a microphone for things to say.
Oh, with the earpiece.
Yeah.
I don't think I feel like I just have a normal conversation.
Yeah, but then we'll make you say weird ass shit because like if I do it, I say that stuff anyway.
It's a big day in Seatown. Looking forward to it. Let's get us Stormers. You got to find someone though, don't you? That's the tricky part.
That's what Grinder's for.
Do you think anyone's ever gone on Grinder thinking that it's like a welding, like a site for welders who all want to get together and weld things? You know, grinding.
Well, welders want to get together.
Welders United.
I'll tell you what, that's probably where it started. But one of them was gay. and even all of his gay mates were like, how did you find this big group of men? He's like, well, I went on Grinder. They're like, meant to be a welding site.
Here goes Will Jordan.
Tail
from Rico
and I found a big group of men to play with. Grinder, everybody.
And Distracted Tony is the recipient. Tell you what, if we go to Auckland, we're going to do something with Tony along those lines of an awkward social interactions, like show or something. You know, maybe Tony's in our eardrum with Mark, and then me and you have to do
Mark won't do
certain
it.
tasks.
Mark won't do it.
Mark probably would.
Mark is a very much sensible
No,
man.
Mark when he's with Tony.
Kids?
Yes, he does.
I think we can change Mark. I think we can be like you and me. It's weird because they're like the same as you and me. I'm Tony, and you're Mark.
Okay.
Like you're like sensible, don't say this, don't say that, and I'm Tony, who's just like this, like that, you know.
Have Crusaders lost the line out in this game? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think they've won a couple of the Blues lineouts. Now Tom Christie gets close to the line. That was tackled without the ball, so that's going to be advantage now to the Crusaders, I would think. Now Drummond goes off to the man mountain to Mikey Williams. It's a penalty to the Blues. No, apparently not.
What do you mean? They just
Tony, mate, I don't give a F about all the politics. Life short, have a bit of fun. And also we have got there, Nick needs to go easy on them berries, Nick Berry. And also, who do you think will finish in the top 4? Will there be changes or will it be the same? It will be relatively close to the same, I think. The interaction with Tony is awkward, but that's what I enjoy. I have learnt from doing YouTube, I enjoy awkward scenarios just because they actually make things a lot more fun. Like, if you're in, like, a proper, like, serious conversation with someone, like, you can do serious, but then, like, if you're also taking the piss, it just works so much better. 2 words for this grinder Tinder nonsense. Grace Milan. I assume she was.
She got married.
Did she?
She got
Unlucky.
She was really hot. Bloody bad when she died.
So does that mean we also shouldn't go to bars? Because, you know, things happen at bars, don't they? Maybe we shouldn't live in our houses just in case we get a home invasion.
Learn how to throw hands.
Swing those fists rather than swinging them hips. And if my welders have shorts on like George. Hey, George and Hamish. Hamish and George. Hello. Hello, David. Hope you are doing well. Ruth likes your short shorts.
Damn it, Ruth. Don't do this to me, man.
Bowden Barrett. Going off to Caleb Clark, who now has a bit of space. He says kicking in behind. Great take from Mitch Drummond. The diving catch. Crusaders back in position. It's just been that last pass.
It's just been
or the last kick.
Really struggled to actually get momentum and keep it going. Crusaders have done really well to shut it down each time.
Caleb should have passed back to Barrett, says Little Giant. Yeah, rather than kicking it. Even though I think that was slightly Bowden's bad, because Bowden did say kick it in behind. Clark drops the ball.
That right there, that would frustrate the shit. I can't imagine what Tony and Mark are thinking right now.
Oh yeah, the Auckland boys, aren't they?
The shit out of you if Caleb Clark just drops the ball like that.
This is kind of like they're the Auckland boys, we're the Canterbury boys in a way, aren't we? No, I'm unbiased.
No, you really do not like them. I know you don't.
I enjoy
your whole family. You like the Highlanders.
No.
Your mum and dad do. Your mum hates the Crusaders.
Mum likes the Highlanders. Mainly because they're not arrogant.
Well,
no, I joke with you. We're friends.
I like the Highlanders too. But I live in Canterbury.
Yes.
When I played Canterbury Rugby, it was funded by Canterbury Rugby.
Should we go play a game of rugby just sometime?
No. I'll end up playing and you'll film it.
It's good for me.
This is you play it and I'll film it. Like, these guys are the ones who are playing rugby for us. They represent us. You know?
The boys.
You know?
Most of them from the ones outside of Canterbury.
Those are
Nelson,
the ones who are paying for those games down there.
Guys in the North Island.
Rugby. It's Canterbury Rugby.
Fella from Ireland in that side.
What are you on about?
Just Crusaders. Not all from Canterbury, are they? They get them from elsewhere.
No, I know, but like, it just annoys me how people are like, "Oh, I support this team." It's like, were you born in Canterbury? Yes. Have you watched Canterbury Rugby? Yes. Are you aware that the Crusaders are the ones who pay for half that funding? Because that's where it comes from.
Canterbury Rugby. Hamish's mum like the Stormers. That's the end of it. She does, apparently.
Does she? Oh, that's so shit.
Hamish and George, show us a little mauling on the floor if you like.
Who said that?
That was Tony. The thing is, I think I'll be a good jackler.
No, he's talking about dry humping, bruv.
No, he's not, bruv.
He wants us to fuck. This is not for YouTube, Tony.
I think I'll go, like, I feel like I consider myself, even though I don't have the frame for it, I think I'll be a little bit like a Dalton Papali'i. Penalty goes the way of the Crusaders.
Crusaders are making the most of those opportunities.
What's up, Hamish? It's Rams. I'll welcome in, mate.
The Blues, nothing is working for them. They're trying to get through that defense, and nothing is working for them.
Caleb is as clumsy as Dumbo, the flying elephant. Mumbo jumbo. There you go. God. Barrett hasn't had the chance to run or break lines or make any good plays in this game. Kick's been good, though. The little giant.
When does he do it?
Probably he's overrated, says Gabe. Exactly, just like me. So, worked perfectly. Out the Crusaders says Adam.
Oh, look at them.
Leon's not happy.
Yeah, no, he's frustrated. I would be too. I'd be pretty pissed off. It's the forward pack letting them down.
Mm-hmm. You know? You'll be a bench warmer, Hamish. I wouldn't even warm that bench.
He's too skinny.
You know?
There's too much ear and under his ass. He doesn't have an ass.
I have an ass.
I think he's more just.
I've got a couple cheeks.
You don't have an ass.
No, they're there.
You do not have an ass.
I think.
You have cheeks, so that doesn't mean you have an ass.
I think I've got a bit of a butt on me. You know? Like it's there.
It's there, but it's
junk
not
in the trunk.
Formed. It's not formed.
When are you going to make a core of each other in WWE 2K23? Already done. You watch Rugby Union sometimes? Sometimes, yeah. I like to dabble in it a bit. Hamish is an overrated bench warmer. Yeah. Pretty much my middle name. Hamish, overrated bench warmer. Last name inserted here. Blues are terrible. I'm not even from New Zealand. I was looking so forward to this game all week. Yeah, it's been a bit rough compared to what people were expecting a bit.
Oh, but look at the Blues.
Stolen by the Blues.
The Blues can still win this.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like they're out.
Slowly curving towards the touchline. German boy on the bench. I don't believe he is for this game. Big run from Jack Goodhue. He's another option for the All Black centre.
I didn't realize he was playing.
He's just come on, yeah.
Hasn't he been injured? I saw him at the thing.
Yeah. Looking solid.
Yeah, it was quite funny. We were just walking behind him, Cullen, and Brody, and Walter, one of the guys who was from Dutch. Me, my dad, and Thomas both knew we were walking behind royalty. And we're like, that's them. And Walter goes, who's that? I'm like, just go away, mate. Like, you don't know who they are? He's like, no. They're All Blacks, mate. That's the first starting 5 All Blacks. Oh, who are the All Blacks? Oh, he doesn't even watch rugby.
What's up, man? Been a while. Welcome back, Riley. Hope you've been keeping well, mate. You boys think the Wallabies will be a threat under Eddie Jones? I have a feeling they will. They should be decent.
I want them to. I really want the Wallabies to actually win the World Cup.
Bryce team now on the field for Harry Plummer, who did hardly anything.
Funny. I would actually enjoy it if the Wallabies won a World Cup more than the All Blacks. You know?
I know Obi called us a traitor earlier on, but that's about the most traitorous thing I think I could ever hear.
I'm a secret Rugby Australia supporter because I want them to be as good as they used to. And I want it to be a massive rivalry between them and the All Blacks. And I want the Blues to be a sacred tournament that is beautiful to win. Whereas now it's just like,
So what you're saying is you want to suck off Quade Cooper?
No,
okay, sorry, I just misinterpreted
good again.
Yeah, sorry, I misinterpreted the
scenario. I would still suck off Quade Cooper.
Would you?
Yeah. If he came to me and said, this is my dick, I'm like, listen, Quade, make Wallabies great again. He's like, okay, all your mates were at the pub one night, and they're like, what'd you get up to? I sucked off Quade Cooper. They're like, wow.
Okay. Well, looks like Cody Taylor going to be going off the field. Might be an HIA here. The Abbies need to win and all that because people are treating us not like we should be treated.
No, I like
says
that.
Gwasi. We need to make a movie,
We're a little bit shit.
Ruth wants us to get some ladies mud wrestling. You think we can do that?
I think Ruth wants us to be mud wrestling.
Half the Wallaby pack still sucky from their mothers. Suckle, I think that's the word, rather than sucky. Will Jordan slips. Crusaders currently 60 minutes into this contest, ladies and gentlemen. Chiefs versus Crusaders final. Cheers, Adam Cooper. His old mate is letting himself go a bit low. Some overhang there, says Jay. Jay's here. You remember talking about Jay yesterday? You asked where Jay had been. There's Jay. Hello, Jay.
Was it Jay?
It was Jay. You were trying to work out who it was that you were thinking of, and it was Jay. And Jay's here now. You're like a genie, Jay. We rubbed your microphone. And boom. Out he pops.
Oh, no.
No, it was Jay. You were trying to work it out, and we worked out it was Jay. And Jason 4 Says Riley. Ladies mud wrestling sounds great. Celtics and 7. Sorry, Celtics. Oh, no. Boston Celtics, but then if you're talking Scottish, you're talking Celtic. And Wallaby Pack cry if they get mud on their boots. Thrown in nicely, although not so nice. This actually ended up with the Blues. I thought that it was a clean line out.
Half of New Zealand lives in Australia.
Let's go Blues, says Hone. We can do a tour of Australia where we just go around trying mangoes. My dream tour right there. That would be interesting. Mic'd up in the nightclub. Just not hear anything. Across to the right here.
Hey, George, I got punched. What? What do you mean? I got punched in the face.
Yeah. You said I didn't show the game.
Why? I like awkward altercations. Oh, okay.
G'day, Hamish and George. Sorry, my internet just had an episode. There's Jay there. Jay knows my love of mangoes. Talked about it on cricket streams before. The Chiefs is the comp is the Chiefs bitch.
I don't know. I would say the Chiefs are actually the Reds bitch. Got him again. Bing, blow it up. He's done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
We're the best in the comp. Hello, we're the Reds. We like rugby too.
We apologise for George's bad language.
You are my bitch.
Okay. Crusaders have lost to the Chiefs twice. Just let him have his moment, please. Okay.
That's great to see them. Great to see them lose.
So we lost one game, says Adesanya is more an All Black than the actual All Blacks.
Oh my god.
Oh, old Kiwi's fighting today. Big heavyweight fella.
Oh, Shoe Man.
Eh?
Tuivasa.
No,
that's
an Aussie.
Oh,
there's a Kiwi on the card. He's fighting on the prelims, ladies and gentlemen, at about 4 a.m. We might actually be able to catch his fight. He lost his first one, but after that, he won about his next 2 or 3.
What's his name?
Well, that's what I'm Googling. I can't remember it, unfortunately.
So, stop up Kiwi fighter.
No, I'll know him when I see him. His name. Not there, no. Will you get promoted to the main card, maybe? Might be Carlos Olberg.
It doesn't sound like a Kiwi. It sounds like he's from Mexico.
He doesn't, but I think he is. Yeah, New Zealand's Carlos Olberg. He's been promoted to the main card, which means he's going to be fighting after 7. That's good news.
What division is he?
Light heavyweight. Big boy.
He can fight McGregor?
No.
Oh.
No, don't be silly.
Don't be so silly.
Says the champ, says Tangataisi. Hopefully I've said that right. I think I said it differently last time, though. Joe Parker says Little Giant. Not quite. Is he over Pereira? But I like him more, says Riley. Nice run here from the youngster Noah Hotham. Goes off to Leicester. Whainga Nuku. Big fend on Zahn. Sullivan tried to kick it. Bowden's doing a lot of starfishes today.
Was that an illegal take by Sullivan? He just came in from the side.
Nah.
Like he didn't go around the back.
Nah, drop ball. Drop ball anyone's game.
No, I don't know about
Going back for the knock on. Whainga Nuku disappointed.
Is he going to fight next, you think?
I don't know.
He's beat Pereira and he's claimed that that's the end of it.
He's did.
Pereira's like, no, we're doing it again.
You can tell that Izzy, you know why he's saying that's the end of it.
He slightly has a little feeling he might lose again. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, I did well, but we're not doing that again because I might be aware that this is not. That's why I think McGregor should just shut up about Khabib. Because, buddy, you're running up the wrong tree. You lose again, you're going to be a laughing stock.
Because the big problem that they've got at the moment in that division is they've got Adesanya, now champ. They've got Pereira, who fought for the championship, so he won't be next, according to Adesanya. He's already fought Whitaker. He's already fought...
So he has the belt.
Yeah.
So who's going to be the one that's going to call him out to defend it?
Marvin Vettori, he's already beaten. He's already beaten Paulo Costa in that division. Like, the next guy who he hasn't fought is actually Dracus Duplessis. Young South African guy who still is pretty green, even though he's up to about 5th in the rankings. He's fighting soon, though.
Maybe after his fight.
Maybe.
Do you reckon Israel will have a go at, like, boxing or anything? Is he skilling for boxing?
He used to do kickboxing.
Yeah. boxing though. He's becoming a pretty big name. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those guys where Andrew Tate would call out. You know what I mean? Dylan Dennis will go, hey, hey Israel. God, he would destroy Dylan
Dennis. Kiriwani on. Yep. Kiriwani 100th match. Me reckons a good boxing match would be Beauden Barrett versus Owen Farrell. Farrell would absolutely pump Beauden Barrett. I think he would, Owen Farrell. He seems like he's a bit of a dog when he gets into a fight. Yeah. Has Bodie done anything much tonight? He's done a lot of starfishes. Like when people have done kicks, he's jumped up with his hands out.
He's in the rugby now. And the ball beat just passed.
He hurt himself.
Oh shit!
No, he's all right though. I think he's just a bit slow getting up. That's a good run from Richie Mo'unga. Inside ball. Was he behind the kicker though in that scenario? He looks like he was all. Oh, big shot! Mo'unga's dead.
I'm leaving.
Zahn Sullivan has just put Mo'unga to sleep.
Oh, Zahn, you're not even an All Black, you dick.
Right, we're going to have to keep you updated on the Mo'unga scenario, but for now, he's back up. He's bloody tough, isn't he, that boy?
He died. He was dead. He was dead at the scene.
He was down, and then he went, hang on.
What was that, Lance?
Someone got the bloody jumper cables out and jump-started him. Noah Hotham. Good run from him.
Oh, damn, he's got a bit of footwork. Where's he from?
Out. Will Jordan kicks it in behind.
Who's Noah Hotham?
He's Canterbury boy.
Yeah.
Oh, AJ Lamb finds the offload to Tilley. Oh, he held down Will Jordan. Did you see that? It didn't touch, though.
Are they going to go back and look at this?
So it is now with the line out. I don't think they will, but they'll show a replay of it. I think Mo'unga slightly ran into it, but man, he got rocked for a second and then just got up and went, what's that? You know, tough individual.
Where is it?
Richie?
No, I'm not going to show it.
See, that's the thing. You've got Richie and D-Mac, who I feel are both extremely resilient. They take a big shot, they get up. Yeah. Whereas Beauden at this stage in his career, I feel like he hasn't quite got that same resiliency.
Beauden is a glass bottle.
Beauden is Ryan Crotty 2.0.
Daniel Carter was a lot like that too. He just knew his dick was going to get ripped.
Nahi Milner Scudder.
Yeah.
And Beauden Barrett form.
Mami Tuolungi, his legs are literally just bits of paper.
I remember he made his big comeback, didn't he?
Is he injured again?
Scored a try and then got injured.
Is he injured again?
I don't think he's injured at the moment, but he probably will be soon. Was it legal? Yeah, he just ran through onto him. Go the Crusaders. Says Shakina. Now they are going out to the left-hand side. Braden Inor running harder to Kiriwani, taken down by Adrian Choate. Out to Mighty Williams. Will Jordan tries to pierce the gap. They've handled him pretty well today. Yeah. Now Mo'unga tries to chip him behind. Doesn't look like anyone's really chasing, but it will be taken by Zahn Sullivan just out from his own goal line. Puts it downfield into touch. That seems to be where they're stuck at the moment. Yeah. And Mo'unga's soul left his body right there and went to heaven. Got kicked back to earth. This guy was enjoying the game. This little giant. But yeah, he looked like he was out, wasn't he? It looked like he got knocked out. Yeah. And then he just kind of went, oh yeah, rugby game. Got to keep going.
But the Crusaders are seriously proving points tonight.
69 minutes through at the moment. Score
68 actually.
68 and 52 seconds. Oh, who's creeping? My mum's creeping. Hey mum, did you see how close you were at your halftime score prediction?
10-3.
10-3, wasn't bad.
The Crusaders are winning.
Yeah, I can see that, George. They are playing.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Get on well with her, don't you? Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. She's pretty kinky.
I feel like that wasn't the word you wanted.
Light-headed. Why am I light-headed now?
I knew that wasn't the word you wanted to say as soon as it came out.
I don't know what I was meant to say. I think she's pretty kinky. Oh, that's so disrespectful. I'm sorry. I just ripping you out about your mum.
You didn't mean.
I'm in her house.
As soon as you said it, I was like, he didn't mean to say that.
No, I was going to say something else. Oh,
I think you were.
Yeah, Dickie.
I'm down. My mum says Robert. I don't even know if you meant to say she's pretty keen.
Pretty flirty or something.
I think you were going to say she's pretty keen.
Yeah.
My mum says
something like that.
Go on, you need faith. Nuzzy Williams. George just risen on the same drugs as he. They always go on about him because of his saggy pectorals, don't they?
Is that Israel?
Israel. He's got the saggy
titties. They reckon he's on something. They
do, but they test him and he wasn't.
Yeah, the testing's pretty ruthless.
Some people just end up with that slight build up of fat in the breast that then makes it slightly further down. Yeah. People be sleeping on how tough David Havili is. This man takes some heavy hits that would put me in the ER. Yeah, even running out onto the field, I think would put me in the ER at this stage with my fitness. Me and George will go for a run straight after the stream.
I went for a run last night.
He went for a run last night.
I'm not going to go for one tomorrow.
That the one for the month, is it?
I'm going to go for one tomorrow night.
It's good. Yep. We're doing something tomorrow.
Simply proving the hate is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the evening.
I'm awake in the evening.
Yeah, I know. That's when I go for a run.
Oh, there we have got their 2 cents distracted. They're having a full-on fight on stream. Distracted broke his beer bottle over 2 cents. Now 2 cents Chinese misses. Karate chopping Tony. Sounds like a fun time.
I feel like there's a path here that 2 YouTubers are taking where Tony has been introduced to Mark, Hamish has been introduced to me, and now both of the streams are taking a course where it's like no one cares, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the match is still 15-3. It's been 15-3 for 5 weeks.
Shit. It's been entertaining, but it's also been boring as shit.
It's been a game that it's enjoyable, but it's also like you just want someone to do something.
Yeah, do something for you.
Bowden kicks it in behind. Bodie Barrett gets the bounce of the ball. Here comes Bowden. Kicked it in behind. They are actually winning the foot race here. Bryce Heem is a quick man. Bowden kicks it towards the corner. It doesn't sit up from those. Will Jordan takes it. 4 years ago, that bounce would have gone straight into the hands of Barrett. The ball does now not like him.
No. He's not quick as he used
to. George Running, who would have known? He's actually quite fit.
Yeah.
Paddy was saying that he could take you in terms of because he said you weren't fast. And I was like, he's pretty quick. You know, he finds out the discount is closing in a minute. He's pretty good.
Speeds no man has ever hit before.
Mm-hmm. You know? This game is nuts, says Marco. I'm back across to the side. Zahn Sullivan goes off to Bodie Barrett. Bryce Heem now on the outside to a Kiriwani. Just offloaded it into touch. That was just very silly, wasn't it?
That was a real shit thing. That would frustrate you, man. Like, you just go out wide and go nowhere, you know? Like most kids who just go to university. Like, go nowhere.
We never went to university, did we?
And we are here doing it. You know, look at us out here doing it.
Look at us.
You know?
Single, unemployed. No, we're both employed.
I'm employed.
I'm employed.
Dude, I work today.
I work Monday.
Oh, God. You brought a Bluetooth speaker.
I bloody did too, and it's a nice one. It's $38 it was.
James Blunt real
the thing is, if I press play, James Blunt would play.
You're beautiful.
What a tune.
You're beautiful. It's true.
I saw it. Here comes Mark Talia.
He is looking like Dave Chappelle.
Can't deny that one. You know. Zahn Sullivan across to Rico Ioane wide.
Tonight would have been a good night for Junaid and his memes. But Junaid's not here, is he?
No, Junaid's busy. It's all right, though. We forgive Junaid. Now, actually, come watch my soccer tournament in Christchurch. Can I get it? Oh, yeah. Maybe not, because I think you'd be playing alongside children. And a man yelling, "Hoya" on the sideline at a children's soccer game. It's in a bit of trouble, doesn't it? You what? Also, you did not like it and yelled out the ref. And also, Blues need to score twice at least. Looks like time is running out for the Blues. Says MH Joy. Sorry, George is just watching Snapchat while he's at it. Oh, you're on their stream.
I'm on. I'm telling Junaid.
Ask them for a post-match review. Only 6.5 minutes remaining.
They got 2 mics.
Do they?
Yeah. When they're at Tony's.
I don't think 2 cents' mic's on, though. That's very quiet.
You should spend 2 cents and get his mic with you. I've only got 57 people watching.
That's all right.
We got 105.
It's not a competition.
We're winning though.
Yep, Talakai.
We're
He's
winning
lazy
the
at the
invisible
Sharks.
competition.
Roll out the red carpet for the Lunatics. Did you ask about a post-match review?
No, I just see Janae send us memes.
What's the next game, cuz? The next game that I am covering is going to be at 9:55 p.m. And that will be the matchup taking place between the Samoan Sevens and the Australian Sevens. Then after that, we've got a bit of a gap till about 11:30. Then I'm going to be covering Argentina versus Great Britain, followed by South Africa versus USA, followed by Fiji versus France. Then we've got about an hour and a half's gap. Then we're into the URC match between Connacht and the Stormers. Then we've got another Sevens quarterfinal taking place at 4 a.m. And then after that, we are doing Munster versus Leinster. So a light schedule for the weekend, I'd say. Plenty of spare time.
Love a good light schedule, don't we?
Bowden's had 55 metres made in his 4 carries. Kicking metres. He's kicked 500 metres today.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's been busy.
Half a K.
You reckon the Blues got their money's worth or nah?
How much did they pay him?
I don't know.
Sounds like a slumber party for the boys. George, get a mullet.
I want to, actually. I've actually considered it.
See, the good news for me is I've chopped it short enough that now I can't get a mullet.
Well, you still could. You sort of get a pissy mullet. Like, I don't want a proper mullet where it's like big fluffy at the back. I want one where you cut the sides and it's sort of just
someone
like a sort of Australian mullet, like tradie mullet.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone in the barber shop had like the flying mullet and like getting the trim around the side.
Be more annoying than anything.
Also, who will New Zealand play in the quarters?
Run.
If they finish top of their pool, they'll either be playing South Africa or Ireland. Mullets are in. Are mullets still in though, or have they?
I don't know. I feel like the one that I was talking about was in for a while. Like a lot of tradies and that would have that sort of like. I don't know. Kind of Logan Paul had one for a while like that. I like Logan Paul.
Joe Dirt mullet or nothing says over there. Brian Tamaki is running for Parliament this year. Okay. Well, now going off to the left-hand side. Boom, Barrett.
That guy is literally seriously too intense for everybody.
Going to the left. Zahn Sullivan, Hoskins to 2-2. The Blues just score a try to make it last 5 minutes interesting, isn't it? Like, they haven't scored a single try this game. Do you know what, though? If the Crusaders score again, they walk away from this game with 5 points because they would get the bonus point for being 3 tries or more ahead of their opposition. So that's pretty massive for the Crusaders. That's exactly what they'll be going for. And also, we have got multiple mansions, luxury vehicles. Wouldn't it nice to be a mansion? No, not to be a mansion.
To be a
be nice to have a mansion.
Oh,
wouldn't that be lovely?
Big fridge,
fridges on.
I watch videos on YouTube of guys who tour mansions on YouTube. And there's this one guy who goes to like Los Angeles and Miami and Las Vegas and New York. And it's like, oh shit, if this doesn't motivate you, what does? You know?
So what did you do about it?
I started doing YouTube.
Did you?
Yeah.
When?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh. We get paid for this? 22 meters out. Goodhue are playing flank now, says Albert. He's bulked up a bit, Jack Goodhue, but I think hopefully he's back to his fitness because at one stage before he got injured last time, he was actually really looking the goods.
Fat.
George waiting for Kourtney Kardashian to text him.
She will one day, Tony. She's going to have to finally not resist me.
Where's the fine Nuku? 20 meters out for the Crusaders. 3.5 minutes remaining. This is for the bonus point if they can get over one more time. And sick of following the Blues. I'm jumping ship as a Crusader, says Nazi. Happy enough with that?
Oh, no, don't do that. Stick with your Blues. Crusaders have bad games, and we don't want you coming onto our boat. When we lose, to jump ship again. Just stay over there. We want true fans. You know?
Nice. Gringo, got any hot chicks? Says Aaron, not that I know of. Not that they've told me anyway.
Aaron, you cheeky little bugger. Well, how can you choose? That's a contract agreement.
My neck hurts.
Well, you should see something about that.
I can't I can't turn further than that. Must have been the guy on the right who I was working a bit harder. Fewest points in a game. This is
boring.
Blues all-time fewest
But it hasn't been like European rugby where it's 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. You know, it's been two teams going hard at each other. So it hasn't been that boring. Yeah. It's been running rugby. It's literally just them running at each other all the time.
Yeah, so the last time they were so low in their scoring was actually 2004 for the Blues all-time lowest. They had to change that because up against the Lions, they had 134 as one of their lowest scores, which wasn't the case. It was 5. What happened to the Roosters? They got pumped by the Panthers. Here's Marco. We're going to do some NRL one day, aren't we, George? Yeah. Just need to work out when.
We might play some Rugby League Live at some stage.
We might. You don't love a bit of that, eh? Yeah. Time for Tedesco to make his way for Dylan Edwards. Origin time. Marco, that's a penalty to the Blues. See, they can get within 7, so they can get themselves a point as well here. So it's kind of both are playing for a bit of something. 3 minutes remaining. Like, this 80 minutes is kind of flown by. They're kind of not. You know? It's like at times it's been quick, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed your company. Some of the time. Eklund with the line out throw. Are the Crusaders back? I mean, round finals time, they always start firing.
They never left.
And Mark Delia, short ball at Kiriwani on the halfway line.
And a serial killer movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like actual like breakfast
serial killer movie, and the man stopped killing and goes silent, and they're like, he's left. He's not left. He never went anywhere. He's just waiting for you to move. That's the Crusaders.
Okay.
They're always on the hunt for a kill. And the Chiefs are the last person at the back room of the building. He's killed everyone else. You can't get to the Chiefs though because they'll lock every door. He's going to kick them down. He's going to kick the next door down. He's going to get in there. He's going to slit their throat and fuck their bodies.
So to translate, the Crusaders are doing all right.
Imagine the final between the Chiefs and the Crusaders. There will be a civil war.
It was his Welsh blood. His roof and smashed by the Panthers, but Coach Robinson took full responsibility. Goodhue on as a flank replacement. Yeah, they had him as 19 and as 23 on my sheet, which is interesting. And what a low-scoring game. As I got my bolt, scissors, 3-foot glass piece, ready to blaze up, and this violent guy, George. Yeah. You're just watching too many movies in there, eh? Play it for us.
What? The banjo.
The banjo? You ain't got a banjo, you got a bongo, eh? Anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more content just like this.
I'm a fat man.
Can we say Auckland is too white? You want to sing a song about it there?
I'm a fat man.
We'll get the guitar going afterwards.
Am I Peter Griffin?
Can you do a voice like him?
Lois.
What does he laugh like? Nah. Oh, Will Jordan flying up to the 22
That's why
now.
He's the way he is. Mm-hmm. He's a fat man.
George, you sick, demented man. I did get quite deep there for a second, didn't I? 22 meters out. Rico looking for the turnover. He's got it as well. Now the Blues close to the touchline.
Go for it.
Bryce Heem.
Oh, Bryce, that's boring.
Adrian Choke goes to Bowden Barrett.
Both in there, shut down. Nowhere to go. He didn't know what to do. Useless.
Oh, Leicester's allowed to take it. Leicester now it's going 22 meters out from the line.
No.
They kicked him behind. He molested that breakdown. Hoskins kicks it into touch and says, F you, Crusaders, you ain't getting a bonus point. And that'll be the end of the day. Did Akira do anything good today? Not really. We didn't really see him. He was out wide quite a bit. Reds are improving, says MH Choi. Is that a Junaid meme I see?
Better be.
Might be a Junaid meme. Do you think he did the goods of getting us a collaboration? Probably not.
What is it? I love Junaid.
Yes. Right, so what we will do, ladies and gentlemen, is we will invite a few people onto the stream.
You better not have been making memes for them, Junaid.
He was.
To God.
He said two
no.
more memes up.
No. That's not fair.
You know what we're going to do, George? We're going to go here. We're going to go to, first of all, we've got...
It's funny, man. It's
then
really
we got...
funny. Ruth, let me guess you had sausage? What's that song the girls used to sing in high school?
About still have
sausage. No.
Yeah,
sausage. And they thought it was great. When all us men were like, shut the f
Do you want to hold that for just half a second, there, buddy?
I need to piss. Yo, can I go to your toilet after this? Why does it say Pornhub.com on your email? Pornhub.com.
No, that looks bad. That looks really bad because it looked like I was panicking to not have.
He doesn't actually have porn. He was like, it looks bad to not have the porn.
No, but the reason I was panicking was because the game sound was playing through my speaker. So that's why I panicked. I was pressing buttons really fast. It looked bad for the time.
Why did Isaac send you? What did Isaac send you? Let me see it. Please verify your email. Hamish, Spring 2. That's your Pornhub.com, isn't it? That's your account. Oh no. Amazing YouTube. I have an opportunity for everyone 18 years above, no qualifications needed. Stay at home and then $15,000 within 5. Holy shit. Have you emailed them back?
No.
Why not?
It's a scam.
$15,000 within 5 days though. I need to piss. How much? I just said I need to piss. Why am I putting the headset on? Well, $15,000. Guys, someone called Amazing YouTube at Quora. Get in touch. $15,000 within 5 days. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. How much could do with that?
Good. I got $15. There we go. We're all plugged in. Just in case anyone joins, you may go piss if you like. And by the time you come back, I might have made friends. G'day, mate, says Ezra. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well. You are enjoying the games. George, the cow sounds, please. Right. We've got at least one guest at this stage. Hello, George. You better not be pissing behind there. Or else you'll be getting into some trouble. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a guest. He goes by the name Tim. Hello, Tim. We're very small. I'm doing very well, mate. There we go. We'll go like that for now while George is away, and then we'll switch back. But how'd you find the game? Not the best one to watch as a Blues supporter, I assume.
Yeah, it was kind of a really just a frustrating game overall. It was one of those where the Blues, yeah, I mean, like they defended well, you could say, within the first half. I thought they did pretty well from a defensive point of view. Attacking wise, just weren't giving it all the chances. Really, the only chance we actually had was for Martelea for that one opportunity on the right wing. Other than that, not much really to go for. I mean, Crusaders were good on that front in terms of getting the try for Quinton Strange, for the added pressure they had throughout that first half. But yeah, for the Blues to give away a try very early on in that second half, you know, for Lester Van Anku, and then to have the red card on top of it as well for Dr. Papali, just the momentum just shifted completely towards the Crusaders' favor after that point. I will give Blues props that they didn't concede any points actually during the period of the red cards. So I mean, fair play to them on that front. But yeah, it was one of those games where it kind of just died down immediately after that decision because yeah, it just took the momentum out of it really.
Yeah, and I think it was an interesting moment, wasn't it? Because Dalton Papali, he asked the referee, he was like, "Hey, there's something you should look at." Little did he know they were going to look at his play rather than what he thought there was there. Did Papali play well?
Exactly.
I think he was below average today, unfortunately. Like, he didn't really get too many moments where he found his feet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Guess who's back? Gonna come and take a seat, George. You're just gonna stand up there. It kind of looks like you're green screened in. Like if you stay still up, it looks like a picture.
No, because the thing is that like I'm actually not able. I normally would have my I mean, could I do it from here? No, I won't change it now. I had to my monitor isn't working, unfortunately, just for today's live stream. So I've had to put my camera on my computer and do it from here. But that's all good.
Yo, what is up, Timo? You absolutely
Hey man, how are you?
Mean.
I don't know where to put us so that it's like we're kind of big, but we're kind of not. There we go. That'll do.
That's perfect. Actually. Oh, that's perfect.
Most handsome commentator in New Zealand. Eat your heart out, Ian Smith. George, do a porn star voiceover. He shouldn't do that because no. You know he will.
Demonetize there.
Sometimes I enjoy the silly chat on here more than the actual rugby games. Yeah, this was a weird game to watch, I felt. It felt like there was always about to be that next gear, and then that next gear never hit, if that makes sense. It was always on the verge of, there's going to be something soon, and then the ball would fizzle out, or Bowden would try and kick it away. Or he had 500 kicking meters in this game. He did quite well, I thought, in terms of getting those meters up. But, yeah, it wasn't the game that I think a lot of people expected, but it also wasn't terrible. If that makes sense. It was still
I agree. Yeah. I think overall, from an honest perspective, I think the Blues, even going from last week, I mean, they only just scraped that win against Moana Pacifica last week. So going into this week against the Crusaders, I wasn't feeling as confident. I mean, anyway, when you're going against the Crusaders, you're not really confident, to be perfectly honest. But I was feeling less confident as normal just because it's just one of those things where we weren't in the right mood going into this game. I mean, again, we'd have won 4 wins in the row before this, so I guess we're in a good position. But yeah, it's one of those where I kind of expected us to not put the same type of performance going into this one. But yeah, no, fair play to the Crusaders. I thought Tom Christie, I actually named him in my stream, was my man of the match. I thought he was really crucial at points in terms of turning over the ball. But I mean, what about you guys? Who do you think was your man of the match?
I mean, Whainga had a couple good moments, but then also a lot of handling errors, unfortunately, out there. I thought that, I'd say Christie was good. Cullen Grace at the start was doing very well, but then he kind of went,
he was solid,
quiet, didn't he?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no way I'm letting my missus see these 3 guys on the YouTube. Says Tony. She saw 2 of us.
Tony, I don't know what you're at, mate. Okay, you want to. I don't understand. I don't get it.
George earlier on questioned your story, Tim. He called you a liar.
There's a lot of stories I have, so which story are we on about here?
Tim a liar.
So George finds it hard to believe that a man got his arm bitten off by the hippo.
Oh yeah, yes, it is true. I mean, we have a family friend who he's a what's it called? A game. He's like a what's it called? A
game officer, is it?
No, it's like I don't want to say tour guide. That's the wrong terminology. But he helps people. So within Victoria Falls, this is where it happened. It's like a game guy, kind of like I don't know, showing people around essentially within a boat. And what happened was that there was 2 boats that he was kind of taking control of. Obviously, he was on one boat. And there was a load of hippos essentially, and from there, one of the hippos actually came off and hit the boat at first, and actually almost tipped it over. But when that was happening, he kind of moved all the the people all the way. I was like, guys, get out! Very dangerous situation here. And in that process, the hippo kind of just got his arm. So yeah, But it's one of those where, again, I've only met him once in my life, but it was really just to hear his side of it, it's incredible actually, because it's incredible he's actually still alive, by the way. I mean, that's really the main thing. I was just amazed at, but yeah, no, it's definitely true. It's definitely true.
You still look like you're.
Yeah, you're still in shock. He's like, is that? I don't know.
Got my doubts.
But yeah.
See, I've got a bit of a neat trick. You want to hold this for a second, and that's when I
get your dick out for the lads.
Oh, mate, no, he's not gonna do it. Oh my, jeez.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Want to see something here? Want to see something? Whoa!
Holy shit! Holy
Oh, God,
shit!
guys, I'm sorry.
Are you all
Guys,
right? Are you okay?
That's rugby
I know.
content you won't see anywhere else, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
know.
So,
Yeah. Oh,
You
jeez.
do the same thing with your dick.
the thing is, we were all thinking it, weren't we?
Yeah, we're all thinking that one. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately not.
Blues were pissed today.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
probably
they didn't do
the
great.
best statement I've heard so far.
Mm. Yeah, I think if there was one way to describe them, it was piss.
Jeez.
Straight piss.
That was
making love to a hippo.
Un-
Okay,
That-
Don't put your arm in the hippo's mouth when we're making love to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which is fair enough. I mean, normally I don't put my arm in anything when I'm making love to it.
What? What?
Just a preference.
Normally, you said sometimes you do.
Well, it depends on the situation.
What are you making love to?
Or just whatever's about.
No.
Yeah, I think Hamish has a lot of tricks under his belt, right? You have a lot of tricks under your belt.
So you mean Bob across the
Hey? No, he's
done him?
in the Philippines at the moment.
Oh, he's making love to a Filipino woman, isn't he?
Doing well for himself. That's talent. Someone called Simon Cow. And George was just hitting the right note. Then this puppet comes on. And some real stuff. Tell you what, hold this. Something that I know that Tim loves.
Oh, yeah. This is what Riz is. This is the definition of
Here
Riz.
we go. With the guitar performance here.
It would have been right in the end.
Yeah, sorry about everyone.
I can't remember
That
nothing.
was a bit shit, mate.
Yeah, so, are you playing?
Tim's calling you shit, bro.
I can't remember it now.
What about James Blunt?
Yeah, I can remember that.
You know James Blunt? You know which song? Was it You're Beautiful? Or...
Tim. This is James Blunt time now, Tim.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're
I was going
beautiful.
to play the South African national anthem and realised I can't remember a single part of it.
Mumbo Jumbo says, George, do you best hangover fart? I'm not hungover. I could fart. No, it's not gonna. I'm gonna end up pulling myself, bro.
I can't remember the South African
Shit my
national anthem.
pants.
What? Did you? That's unfortunate. It's been good to see you, Tim.
Yeah. You got any ladies on the go, Tim?
So sorry, I was looking at the comments here. It's
Tim, have you got any ladies on the go? How many have you got?
Unfortunately not, man. Unfortunately
No,
not.
no. You mean to say you haven't got very many at the moment, but you've got a couple.
Oh yes, look, I had a pool of ladies, but then yeah, I had to narrow it down slightly, you know.
Andrew Tate actually said once in a podcast, he said, I can get all the women I need, but once Tim has arrived, they're all gone.
Yeah,
Tim is a Riz god.
The Riz.
He is the Riz.
Riz is a word that came out of
I
nowhere.
just need to touch, you know, then I'll be, yeah, then.
You know, King Charles has got a bit of Riz.
Well, mate.
Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have a secondary guest, Tim, that we might have organised. I don't think so, though. But you excited for the sevens? No Hong Kong this time, which is a little bit sad.
Yeah, no Hong Kong obviously for this one, but I actually am pretty excited because, like, I mean, I wasn't able to watch the games live, unfortunately, because I'm pretty busy with my schedule at the moment. But I did see the results with Fiji South Africa. I was actually very surprised about that one, actually, because I thought after that France performance against, I just thought, you know, it's over now essentially because, you know, they're probably the toughest group really, and they beat Fiji, which is very unlikely. But at the same time, Fiji did draw with the USA, so it kind of made the opportunity a bit more. There was an opportunity there, and then yeah, when South Africa got that win, it was good. But I believe they have to play the US now, and then
I believe so. Yes. Sorry, I'll take that back.
And then France plays Fiji, so yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because there's a chance that Samoa and Fiji both miss out on the quarters, which is a bit
which is crazy. That's no. France. No, I don't think France can miss out, can they?
Nah, Fiji and Samoa.
Oh yeah, Fiji and Samoa. Yeah, they can both miss out, which is crazy to think. I think that actually helps South Africa in terms of the World Cup qualification. But yeah.
This is what I returned to. George trying to fart.
Where's the money, Junaid? Where is it?
Junaid,
where is the money?
No, they have a rivalry going, like a little bit of a.
Oh, okay. Have you got any what is it, tips yet for the live stream?
No.
Any donations?
We work for free, Tim.
Ah, okay. Forgot that. I thought.
Junaid has posted a meme though. Do you enjoy Junaid's memes, Tim?
I haven't seen the meme yet, so unfortunately I can't comment.
Well, this is the latest one.
I love Junaid's memes.
Let's see. Zoom in. I don't know what's happened with the picture there.
It's because of the green screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't really. I know it's Family Guide.
Pretty much what it says is people coming to enjoy the Kiwi Lads commentary, George, and then Peter with a loudspeaker on his butt.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that makes sense.
Hamish feed George onion curry 8 hours before the broadcast. That would be a risky scenario, wouldn't it? Because I feel like you're the type of fella that if it comes out, it comes out. Yeah. Like if you accidentally follow through, whoops.
We should make a YouTube video where I eat something spicy, fart into a blanket, and then you go into it and see how long you can last.
That sounds like a terrible idea for a YouTube video.
Yeah, you should do that.
We should
make a clip of that.
We should do that.
We should not do that.
We should put you in a close area full of my farts. We even leave a little poo in the corner for you.
So when you come into New Zealand, Tim, you want to make it happen?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd love to. I mean, that's always a plan of mine. Again, like when I'm done with my masters, literally like after the World Cup, really, because I'll be in France. After that, I have roughly like 3 months, kind of open where I can do anything really for those 3 months. And then after that, that's when I kind of decide, where I want to go in terms of getting a job. And hey, maybe I come to New Zealand for a job. You never know. Maybe that's when I have an opportunity to meet you guys there in person. But we'll see what happens.
Get you in the fart box, won't we? Eh?
Exactly.
We'll call it the fart box.
Yeah, you want to ever go in the fart box?
That sounds really. That's your pickup line for your Grindr account.
You want to ever go in the fart box?
That's a good one. Yeah. That could be your pickup line for sure, man. All the girls will be coming out. Be coming for you, man.
About us going on Grindr and winding up gaming.
He has video ideas.
And he's making Hamish go on a date with a gay man and filming it. It'd be so awkward. It'd be funny.
What is Rugby Itch Masters for? Masters in commentary? George has that in spades, says Marco.
So my master's is in sports management. Something in sports management in Manchester. So yeah.
Manchester. Nice. Sounds official, doesn't it?
Comes in my place. I can send the miss to her mom. She's annoying. That's a good comment.
Up the status is anonymous. So this is the lowest amount of points that the Blues have had since 2003.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
not ideal.
Again, I'll be complete. I just didn't think the Blues were winning this game, even going into this. It was one of those where I just didn't. I wasn't confident going into this, but at the same time, because I did kind of like a leader. Am I able to show it on this? Am I able to show something on this? Like, am I able to present something on this live stream? Is that possible?
Yeah.
I want to show you guys something I
did. Charge you later, but
I made like a little table here of what I believe. I mean, I could be wrong here, obviously, with my prediction, but let me just see if I can present. I'll share the screen. Window, notes.
Hey, Hamish, this Aussie Baller. Welcome in, mate.
Here we go. So I'm going to share this now. I'm not sure if you're able to see me or not. I mean, if you want, you can remove my. Yeah. So this is what it is. I'll zoom it in actually, just so you're able to see what it is. But essentially, I made a Super Rugby table prediction of what I believe could happen in terms of like the final day results. And I said that the Chiefs would end up on 63, Brumbies on 50, the Blues on 49, and Crusaders 48. So I even when I made this prediction, I did say the Blues would lose this game. But I actually did say that the Hurricanes on the last day of the season would actually beat the Crusaders, which would allow the Blues to kind of clinch that third place. That makes sense. So then, yeah, I said Fujidura, Reds, Waratahs, that would kind of make up the 8. And then, yeah, when it came towards the quarterfinals, I said Chiefs, Reds, Brumbies, Fujidura, Blues, Waratahs, and then Crusaders, Hurricanes. And then I said the Chiefs would beat the Reds, so they'd go through. Then it'd be Crusaders beat the Hurricanes, well, that first semifinal there.
Hold on. It's pronounced Waratahs, not
Waratahs. I
Waratahs.
was laughing at this.
Mum, I had to run to the toilet.
And then, yeah, Brumbies, Blues, the other semifinal. And then, yeah, Chiefs, Blues. And then,
and you're saying Chiefs win the whole thing.
Right, Junaid. I'll see if I
Yeah, the thing is, I just felt that the Chiefs would be in the. I mean, again, maybe my mind has changed now because they lost the Reds. But at the time I made this prediction, what was it? 6th of May? So only, 7 days? A week ago? That's why I predicted it. So
I can't see a meme, Joe.
But anyway.
I feel like you're doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like in terms of predictions and whatnot. I show up and I go, who's playing today? Oh, yeah.
I always like to like kind of just map it out to see like, what may happen. But again, every week it changes, so we'll see.
Well, this has been delightful, I think.
Hasn't it just?
It's been nice to have a catch up, Tim. Even though we don't get a chance to catch up very often. I feel like this is one of your times that you aren't busy.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the busiest period of time for me, really, when it comes towards like now and probably like January. Like January and May are probably the 2 biggest months where I'm completely busy because that's when I'm spending my assignments and all that. But yeah, again after that I'll be making a lot more content. Obviously, we'll probably do live streams. Obviously for the for the Super Rugby playoffs, and then with the Rugby Championship, and then we got the World Cup later. So yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll be good.
Junaid's memes.
Junaid is still sending memes to George and the boys. So you'll be library rest of the day, won't you? You'll be getting away.
Yes, I literally I'm getting a shower right now, and then I have to head off. Yeah.
What are you in the UK?
Say him.
The UK.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah.
In Ireland. Same place.
No.
What time is it there?
It's 10:22 a.m. here.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
Was it 10:22 a.m. Saturday morning?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you go hit the town.
I love the long pause. Like you're trying to think of like, yeah, okay.
The awesome threesome, lads. One more for an awesome foursome. There's Nate there. One day we'll get the foursome back together. I remember the good old days. Well, when we did one live stream, didn't we, Tim? It was myself.
Yeah, in the summer.
It was George. It was you, and it was Tony. And then we also had Brandon on for a little bit. Came in for a bit of a chatter at 5. Although you can't really say that.
I should go canoeing again. I should go canoeing again and do a live stream on there. But yeah.
I think it's going to have to be the go. We'll have to get in contact with Tony, get him fired up and ready to rumble. Then we'll be all good to go. Probably next week, if you can, we can jump on. Bit of a chatter, maybe.
I'll see if I can.
Busy, George.
It's just that, I'm very busy at the moment, unfortunately.
He's a working man.
He is.
He's busy. He's working hard. He's on the grind.
But I actually do have an idea that may incorporate all kind of the group essentially. I have an idea of a video which I'm thinking of everyone may get involved in. So I'll let you know about that. But yeah.
Get scared when I come on video.
Most people do, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, don't say this, don't say that. And I'm like
I feel like as soon as like a child is set to watch the live stream and they see that it's not just me and you're next, they're like, we're not watching the rugby today. We're gonna watch something else instead.
You're the one that said The Leicester.
No, I caught myself halfway through. I said Leicester and then I stopped because I realised he was only molesting the breakdown. He wasn't molesting the players.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, what are you going to say? Are you talking about Sever Restex or Shana Brazil?
Oh, geez, no, they've actually
exactly,
done stuff, haven't they? Yeah.
What's Shannon Brazil done? What are you gonna do? Watch us.
I did see, by the way, that Leicester actually. It's rumored. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but he's rumored he may leave the Crusaders.
He's heading to France, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw Toulon and who is it? Lyon are looking at him.
Don't go to Toulon. That's a shithole. Like
I agree.
Place, but everyone that goes there hates the owner of Toulon. That Morad Borjadel fella.
Yeah,
still there? Oh, remember he had that massive row with Julian Savia and his wife? Like he was just ripping out Julian. He's like, "Oh, I paid you way too much money. You're bloody useless." And God, he's a dumbass. You know?
I never really liked Toulon as a club. I don't know why. I mean, when Chelsea and Colby moved there as well, I was like, oh, I don't know. But
it was like a trend for all the big names. They all started going to Toulon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Etzebeth, did he end up there as well, or was he Toulouse?
Oh no, he's at Toulon. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went to the Sharks now more recently.
He was at Toulon when he first went to France.
Oh, he was. Yes, he did. He did join, but again, it never worked out really, right?
No, because it's that Morad Borjadel fella.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. But of course, Khaleesi's gonna be joining Lassing after the World Cup, so that'll be a big move for him. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there any more transfers I saw recently that came out? Because I always try to keep my eye on that. I saw Nick White is going to sign a deal with the Western Force.
Yeah,
for next year.
James O'Connor's also rumored, isn't he?
Yeah, that it could. I mean, I'd like that if actually happened because, but at the same time, is it the right idea to go with two older players in those two positions? I know key positions. I don't know, but
I think the Force are going to slowly build a super team. Because everyone goes, "Oh, they're Perth, they suck," but I think it's going to be one of those ones how they're slowly, they're incorporating.
They are building some good players in there. Like they got Falfanga. They got Tom Robinson. They stole from the Waratahs. Falfanga from the Brumbies. They got who else? Hamish Stewart from the Reds. They got Ches Tiatia from the Chiefs. They got Matalay. I mean, you can say back in the day from the Crusaders. They got they have a good side. It's just that it's one of those like where I don't know. I mean, I like the Rebels. I think the Rebels have actually been the most. They've been the team I've actually liked watching the most. I'd say from an Australian standpoint because they're just they've played some good footy. Carter Gordon has been playing pretty well. But I am surprised though by a lot of the omissions that Eddie Jones made from his first training camp for the Australia because I do think that like Noah Lascelles and Tate McDermott do deserve to be back in the team, but. I mean, Tate McDermott 100% deserves to be, and I don't know what they're doing there. I mean, he's, in my opinion, always been the best scrum half for Australia. But yeah, I guess they just want to rely on experience with Nick White, so it's understandable.
Yeah, because when we get around to that World Cup, I'm interested to see how someone like a Karevi ends up, whether or not they decide to try and bring him in.
Yeah,
Will Skelton, all those overseas players.
I saw that. Karevi, I'm not even. There's actually a lot of negative things actually around him. Actually, with Eddie Jones saying that he isn't getting enough minutes and everything. That like he may not actually go in that direction, which is interesting to see. And also, he's very injury prone as well.
Isn't the eligibility that they have to do like 80 tests for the Wallabies?
It was, but then they got rid of that Gitto law, didn't they? Yeah. Which kind of changed it up a little bit.
They changed it up a bit. It's like they're allowed to sign. I think they can get 5 players. I think now. I think it was like 3 originally, but now it's 5. So I'm not sure. I think I may be wrong with that on that one. But
you got to get Skelton in, don't you? As one big Will Skelton.
Skelton, like a big
yeah, I do support United. United's my team. Yeah.
I saw
the comment a lot, so just wanted to answer that.
Yeah. Did you also see Mumbo Jumbo? You filthy dog. I don't know who that's directed at, but we'll take it. It's a compliment.
They were all talking about that Toulon owner versus Julian's wife.
Yeah, the Toulon owner dude even got angry.
Yeah, I can just remember it was Julian went over to France and the French rugby team owner thought, well, he's Julian Xavier. He'll be like what he is when you play in that World Cup. And he wasn't. He was out of form before he went over. And then he just didn't play well. And the Toulon owner ripped him out on Twitter. And then Julian's wife started standing up for Julian, saying that, Twitter's always been a bit shit, mate,
Twitter just always starts stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you don't, as the owner of the club, you don't go on Twitter and say, this player is shit. It's just dumb.
I enjoy listening to Eddie Jones's press conferences because he's got that real Aussie, mate, we just didn't quite get it right, did we, mate?
Exactly.
When he's in a bad media, just know how to get him, and he just gives those one-word answers they're like, well, why do you think we lost today? Oh, well, it just wasn't our day.
Okay, that's a bit of a stupid question. But
He's like, who the fuck are you? You back there can shut up.
Guys, I actually do have to go right now because I got to get to the library now and just...
we're about to get cancelled.
But I'll see. I'll definitely let you know about the video, guys, in the future because it'll involve everyone really. So I'll let you know about that. But yeah, guys, thanks for having me on.
Good. No worries, Tim. Hopefully next week Blues redemption up against the Reds, eh?
Yes, that'll be good. It'll be a good game.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, thank you, Timmy.
Yeah,
sorry, I never called you Timmy before.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll call you Hamish. I don't know.
Hamish.
I've been working on Hamishia.
Hamish.
It's like the Japanese way of saying it. Anyway, man, I'll see you guys.
Well, see you later. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim was with us. Now he's not. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, if you had any sort of entertainment or had a little or a little be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah.
It's completely free. I think I should do voice work. I think I could put people to sleep. Xavier has said, Hamish, can I join the call? I can commentate Waratahs versus Rebels. Xavier? No. We're almost wrapping up. But yeah, Waratahs Rebels we won't be doing because we got the sevens taking place in only about 15, 20 minutes time or so. So that is why we're not doing that one. And he should get the best centre in the world, Latrell Mitchell. What time's the next game? 9:55 when we're going to be doing it. Damn it. So maybe next time. I already before anything started. You a smart man, Nazi. I was in Extreme Hamish, just popped a bottle and it's 9:30. So it's the perfect time to pop a bottle when it's late.
Yeah.
Might as well. But yeah, the next live stream, 9:55. Game kicks off at 9:59. Then alongside that, we have got 3 more games of sevens, 2 matches of the URC, and a quarterfinal matchup of the sevens that we don't even know who's playing in it yet. I turned 13 on Monday. Well, I hope you had a fantastic birthday, Xavier. Now, I'm going to hold this between my thighs. We're going to whip out the guitar. No, we won't do that yet. Xavier's 13.
This is an illegal, man. Happy birthday, Xavier. Happy birthday.
Oh!
Xavier.
It's slipping out. The microphone, that is. Okay, no, you're doing it right.
Oh, no.
But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's free, like I said, it's free. Free stuff. Just get free stuff going. And if you do, Ali Williams will snort a line of cocaine with you.
So will David Attenborough.
So it's worth a crack. Hamish Edinburgh. Here we see the rare species of mammal. Is that how he talks in it?
Yeah.
He also kind of sounds like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Having sex with the other mammal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's to himself.
The turtle has mounted the other turtle and he is raw dogging her.
There's a busy night.
But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Button's over there. I'm going to press it. It's going to be the end of the stream. We'll see you all in about 20 minutes' time.
Yeah, you will.
For the next live stream. George probably will leave. Yeah, he probably will go home.
I am going home.
Aha. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We'll see you all for the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.